Hello friends, today we are learning our history because before there was Nancy Drew, there was the Vampire Diaries, which was the game that Her Interactive released before Nancy Drew. It was not their first game, but it was a game that they made, and we are going to play it. But first we're going to play the introduction.
August 13th.
I love their old logo.
It was strange coming home to an empty house. I kept expecting to see Mom come around the corner, or Dad out in the garden. It's been a whole year since the accident, but sometimes it feels like yesterday. Judith wanted us to take a nap.
POV, you're a vampire. A drunk vampire.
I tried to sleep, but couldn't. Maybe it's just jet lag or something. I don't know.
Hello,
Europe,
sir?
All I wanted to do was get back to safe old Bell's Church. And now
Oh, she's been having a hot European girl summer.
Feels like something bad is going to happen. Like something's changed. But nothing looked
Who are
different
these
when we came through
PNGs
town.
of men?
New art gallery. Bonnie wrote and was so
I
excited.
think I have some kind of health issue, doctor. I keep seeing PNGs of men on my vision.
It feels like something is wrong.
This is the person
Like someone is
filming
watching me,
this.
following me. But when I turn, there's nothing there.
Yeah, there's something
Maybe
seriously
it's just
wrong with this
sleep.
person.
Maybe I'm overtired. But what if I'm not?
Okay, so I was kind of distracted by the incredibly erratic cameraman for that intro. I think I got her parents are dead. She has been in Europe, but she's come back to her hometown of Fells Church. There's a party tonight. That's about as much as I got. Also, there's like a vampire in a coffin in the church. But maybe if we just play, we'll find out more as we go. We'll discover the secret of the Vampire Diaries. We used to be a proper country. They don't make games like this anymore. Hit it, girl! Catch me at the vampire concert with my lighter. I love that I've got my little ring on and my nail polish. Girlie's got her acrylics on, her gel nails. Here I am in the Vampire Diaries. What an opening to a game. Where am I? Who am I? What the hell am I doing here? Oh, there's a lady. Hello, lady. It's Bonnie.
It's so great to see you. I should have known you'd make it back for such a major party.
Major party.
How was the Riviera?
So I'm a party girl. This isn't a major party. Get it right, Bonnie. God, you little country bumpkin, Bonnie. Yeah, let's be mean to our friend who's just trying to be nice and take an interest in my life. Bonnie's my frenemy. I'm a toxic friend.
I went to some real parties in France.
You wouldn't understand, Bonnie. You've never been to France. You've never been au français, as they say.
Heartless Elena Gilbert. And I'll bet you didn't even bring me a souvenir home, did you?
Yeah, shows what you know, Miss Psychic Hotline. They don't do dialogue like this anymore.
Shows what you know, Miss Psychic Hotline. Your presents are at home this very minute, all wrapped and everything.
Okay, maybe I will forgive you. What'd you bring me? Can't you just give me a little hint?
It's 5 individually wrapped peanuts, Bonnie. I was gonna bring back a little something named Jacques or Pierre. Yes. I love Elena already. She's like a party girl. She's picking up boys. This is not Nancy Drew.
I was going to bring you back a little something named Jacques or Pierre.
Jacques
Instead,
Brunet.
I went for an item I could fit in my carry-on bag.
Well, you could have dumped a guy in a box with a few air holes and shipped him to me at work. Mr. Richards would never have noticed one more box. And I certainly wouldn't have minded the surprise.
I forgot how good the dialogue in this game. It's so, like, it's just funny. It's just full of personality. Oh god, I come back to Fells Church after my exciting European vacation, and now I have to make small talk about other people's 9-to-5s. This is not what I'm here for. I am here for vampires. Unless you work in a vampire office, Bonnie, I'm really not that interested.
How is the job
I can't
going
believe
on?
this is small talk at a party simulator
Mr.
now.
Richards kind of freaks if everything isn't exactly how he wants it. But you wouldn't believe the neat stuff he's got.
Oh.
Crystal balls, water witching sticks.
What the heck is a water
even
witching
a
stick?
Really gross old shrunken head. And I've got stacks of stuff left to catalog.
Okay, that is actually interesting. I don't regret asking it now. I thought she'd be like, you know, working like in McDonald's or like as a secretary for an accounting firm. But she's working for a guy who has water witching sticks. I've never heard of a water witching stick. Why does she just say that like it's common knowledge? Oh yes, you know, he's got a lot of water witching sticks, as you'd expect. Yeah, what does Mr. Richards do all day? Is he just like lying on the sofa, eating bonbons while she's doing all his work?
So what does Mr. Richards do while you're sorting through all this stuff?
Mostly he's researching things that I've cataloged. But lately he's been locked away with some new artifact he got. Reporter even came the other day to interview him about it. I wonder when it's going to be in the paper. I should go ask.
Oh, is it a new water witching stick? That's the end of our conversation with Bonnie. She doesn't want to talk anymore. Oh, I can look up. Yes, Bonnie. I am interested in your boring little life. What is this thing? Nothing that I can look at. Okay. I want to look at things. I want to look at things. Let me look. Let me peer and observe and peruse. Yes, like this. Ooh, look, a key. Look, I got my first item. Baby's first item. It's a key. That stone looks important. Look at this cool-ass mummy. See, this is what I'm talking about. Oh, look at these people. Wait, I was gonna say I don't want to talk to this baby. That's not a baby. That's like a 7-year-old girl. She's holding like a baby. That's weird. I don't want to be a backseat parenter, you know, I don't want to be that person, because I don't have kids myself, but it's kind of weird. She must be a bodybuilder. She's probably heavy. Oh, it's my Aunt Judith.
Everybody seems so excited that we made it back.
Who's
from the
this guy,
Riviera
and why
in
is
time
he
for the
looking
party.
at me so
Are you
intensely?
having a good time, Elaine?
Aunt Judith, tell him not to do that.
How could such a
Oh,
pretty
it's
girl do
Damon.
otherwise?
Damon the vampire. You know, I wouldn't have expected a vampire to wear that ass outfit with that ass bob. I would not have expected that. The little waistcoat thing he's got going on, that's not a sexy vampire outfit. You're disappointing me, Damon. The party's okay, yeah, it's not like Europe. In France, we call it a fete. Not even a band to dance to, yeah. This party sucks ass, Aunt Judith. Your party is lame as hell. I could either talk to my Aunt Judith or talk to Mr. ... question mark. What a name. You know what? Let's just shade the party again and emphasize the fact that I'm now like a sophisticated girl because I spent like a month in Europe. So I'm too good for this small town, this backwater burg now.
The party's okay, Aunt Judith. Not anything like Europe, though.
I don't suppose it is, but you must be glad to be back home with all your friends. I saw Bonnie a few minutes ago, and I thought I saw Caroline, although she seemed much older than Caroline.
That's a strange thing to say. What's Damon drinking? Is it blood? That'd be so daring, just drinking blood in the middle of the day at a busy party. Matt. Don't know who Matt is. No, I wanted to talk to Damon. Oh no! By commenting on how the party sucks ass, I've lost my opportunity to do anything but have stupid small talk with my Aunt Judith about my lame-ass friends who live in Fells Church. She should, you know, meet my amis back in France. They're way cooler than these lamers.
I just talked to Bonnie. I really missed her this summer.
It would have been nice if Bonnie'd come with us, and I'm sure it would have been healthier than Mr. Richards' strange offices. But I can't blame her.
Is that its official name? His strange office? Like dentist office? A strange office?
Mr. Smith, nothing like that. He's a
Oh,
sweet,
Mr.
eccentric
Smith.
man.
I heard he's
He's a
got
sweet,
hobby.
eccentric
They say he
man.
collects objects of supernatural significance. But from what I hear, it's nothing more than a dusty pile of old junk.
These captions are not done very accurately, I must say. a little critique. I'm imagining Elena's in here wearing, like, sunglasses with, like, one of those, like, knockoff, like, Chanel purses you can buy on the street in Europe on her arm. Way too chic for all these losers. Yeah, let's talk to Damon.
Excuse me?
Excuse me? You're trying to
I don't
talk
think
to
we've
me?
met.
Who the f*** are you?
He's my new friend. He got me a drink in a pretty
Oh my
cup,
god,
just like
did
I
he give
did.
her blood?
It was very nice of you
Blood
to
to
bring me a
drink?
Margaret. Did you remember to say
Is he trying to turn her into a
I remember
vampire?
just like he told me to. Please and thank you.
When I handed her the glass, she said, please and thank you.
In all
I met Mr.
caps.
Smith a few minutes ago when he was nice enough to bring Margaret back to me. I was nearly frantic. I only turned my back for a second and she was gone.
Kids have a habit of disappearing with the blink of an eye. You can never be too careful.
A lot of this conversation, I'm not gonna lie, is kind of boring. Like, I don't care if this small child has manners or not. Like, please, free me from this small talk situation. Oh, she's my sister. I see. She's not drinking champagne, is she? No underage drinking at this party, although you see that a lot in France, you know, but this is in France. It's Fell's Church. More like Smells Church, am I right?
Margaret's not drinking champagne, is she?
Champagne? Oh no, it's ginger ale.
Don't worry, Elena. Mr. Smith is a new teacher. He just arrived in town to start the
Oh,
school year.
is he? He's arrived to prey on students. So it just looks so much. You know, I'm fixating on the champagne thing. I don't care if you're a teacher. All I care about is if my little sister is becoming a lush. Don't you know that it was a drinking and driving accident that killed our parents? I don't want Judith following. No, not Judith. I don't want my little sister, whose name I forget, following in their footsteps. I care about her a lot, though, even though I don't know her name.
I'm sorry. It's just that it looks so much like champagne.
Appearances can be deceiving. One thing biology teaches us is that some of the most beautiful things in nature are also the most deadly.
Well, that's an unpleasant thought, and especially in a place full of such beauty. And there's nothing dangerous on display here tonight.
Well, I don't know. With beauty, there's always the danger of losing one's heart.
Oh, sir, he's definitely flirting with me. He's definitely, the way he looked directly at me when he said that. Also, sir, I just met you. I don't, honestly, Elena has not said anything that interesting in this conversation. She's been like, is my little sister drinking champagne? My little sister better not be drinking champagne. And Damon's like, oh my. What a mysterious and fascinating girl. You can just see she's got so much inner depth to her. Or maybe he is just like thinking of totally like outward appearances. I'm like the sexiest gal in Fell's Church. You know, I'm the hottest piece of ass Fell's Church has ever seen.
Losing your heart in a place like this would be expensive.
I don't know what that means, but I wanted to say
I'm sure
it
you're
because
right.
it's funny.
And I definitely seem to be out of my league here, for now. So if you'll excuse me, I need to talk to Mr. Richard before he leaves tonight.
Oh, right, the eccentric kind man? What do they call him? An eccentric and nice man. There he goes. He's going. He's leaving.
He's intense. It looks like school could be interesting this year.
Yeah, bad start if he's already flirting with his
I
students,
got
to
the
be
impression
honest.
Mr. Smith knows his biology, so don't count on an easy time in class just because he's young and new at teaching. Why don't you go mingle with your friends a bit longer, sweetheart? Then we have to get Margaret home to
Margaret, right. That's the name of my little sister.
I'm going to go play.
bed. Oh, dear, now I'll have to go find her before she breaks something we can't afford. I'll come and get you, Elena, when we're ready to leave.
Who else is there to talk to? Oh, more things to peruse. What a beautiful collection of art. Whose house are we at right now? Is this Mr. Richards' house? It must be, because he had like a sarcophagus and stuff. How do they have... Is this an original? Okay, here's some more people to small talk with.
Why, Mikhail, look what the cat dragged in. Elena, dear, how sweet of you to dash right over from the plane.
Oh, this
You
is
didn't even take time
Caroline.
to tidy up.
You
flattered.
Wonderful. It was so nice of you to join me for the christening
Oh.
of my humble art
No, this
gallery.
is okay, it's an art gallery opening party. It's his art gallery. We're in an art gallery. They somehow got an original painting of the wave. Impressive. Unless that is just like a print and he's just got reproductions of a lot of famous works of art. that he bought at like IKEA or something. Let's emphasize the fact that I'm a sophisticated European girl now, and you know, Caroline, you're not, frankly. You're just like a small town bimbo. I'm role-playing. I'm taking this seriously.
I figured, why put myself out too much? I mean, I've just been to the
It's
greatest
not like we're in
museums the
Paris
world.
or
But
anything.
Judith
It's not like we're at the
insisted
Louvre.
If you enjoyed your trip so much, Elena, you should have stayed. No one would have missed you, I'm sure.
Mikhail's
Even
so
Matt
uncomfortable.
would have moved on to something better.
He's like, I'm here to open my art gallery and flirt with underage girls. I did not come here to witness a petty cat fight between two teenagers. Who the hell is Matt? Oh my god! Nancy Drew would never. You know what? Let's just double down. Take the shot, Elena. Do it.
Something better like you? As if. I think it's time for your medication, Caroline, dear.
Dear.
Anything's better than you, Elena. You know, Matt's finally opened his eyes just like me. He knows you were just
Mikhail's so
captain of the
uncomfortable.
football team to win the homecoming crown.
He's
for
like,
yourself.
I wish I was anywhere else right now. But unfortunately, I'm trapped in this cutscene. I'm not allowed to leave. Yeah, what happened? Why, like, were we best friends? Why is she being such a bitch to me now? You know, I thought I was frenemies with Bonnie, but Caroline's my real frenemy. My frenemesis, you could say.
I don't know what's happened to you, but I'm not going to stand here and listen to your sad little lies.
You're a sad little girl, Caroline. You have a sad little life.
If you had listened to me, Elena, you would have had all A's last semester, too. Oh well, your loss. Now I think it's time Mikhail and I move on.
Do you think anyone
leaving.
cares about grades you get in
It was
high
good of you to
school?
come. I'm glad you had the chance to
I
chat
mean,
with
Mikhail is
Caroline.
an obvious vampire,
Please, do
so
visit the gallery
it's been
again
many,
sometime
many, many, many
when it
years
is not
before he
so
was in high
crowded.
school. Or since he was in high school. See, someone knows how to be a gentleman. Wait, can I talk to her again and insult her more? Where did you get your dress from, Caroline? The dumpster outside the neighborhood 7-Eleven.
Back again so soon? What's the matter? Couldn't stay away from the center of this fascinating circle of culture and beauty?
No, I just find our dialogue together really entertaining, Caroline. It's so much better than the small talk I have with everyone else at this party where they're like, oh, how's the job going? Does my little sister use please and thank you? Yes. Get her. I've been in Europe, if you didn't know, so I am actually the center of culture and beauty. Because I've been to Europe. I don't know if you heard.
Oh, I assure you, Elena, I'm not lonely. I hardly noticed you were gone all summer. So don't start doing me any favors
Wait,
now.
is she...
Why don't you go grace someone else with your royal presence?
Is she mad that I went on a vacation? That my aunt took me on a vacation? Is that what she's upset about? Oh wait, she's Mikhail's employee? Could have fooled me. I get a feeling we're gonna see a lot of much older men, as in like hundreds of years older men, flirting with underage teenage girls in this game. Yeah, this party is a real bore. It's nothing compared to the parties I went to in Europe.
Funny, I was going
Did
to
I
tell you
mention
the
I
same
went to
thing.
Europe, Caroline?
It was so nice this summer not worrying about ex-friends stabbing me in the back. Don't worry, I won't be staying much longer.
Claws
This party
out.
is a real bore.
Wow.
Well, you know how much I hate to lie, Elena. So I can't say it would be a shame if you leave. And I won't stab you in the back. You'll see it coming, I promise. It'll be right up front in your face when it happens. Now have a nice night.
Oh my god, wait, Caroline's gonna stab me in the face. Police! Police, I was just threatened. Oh, look at these really boring people. Can't wait to talk to them about the weather. Mrs. Flowers.
Welcome home, Elena.
Oh, and that's
My, how
the
the summer's
infamous
flown.
Mr. Richards.
Tell me, how was your trip to Europe?
Been to Europe, eh? So that's what Bonnie's been bubbling about the past few days. I don't suppose you came across anything of supernatural interest while you were there, did you?
For heaven's sake, Gary.
Gary.
Have Bonnie handling all those
It's alright.
substitute
I just think
drives
Gary's a funny name. Apologize if your name is Gary.
was just a harmless question. And do you honestly believe that I would allow Bonnie to access anything potentially dangerous?
You know my feelings on the matter.
Oh.
We don't need to discuss it here.
They're
Grand
fun.
opening. What do you think of it?
I have to say, I kind of expected Gary to be a bit more of an eccentric dresser, considering his reputation. I'm kind of disappointed by that. Like, boring blazer, that's like an accountant's blazer right there. That's not the blazer of an eccentric, strange, and kind man, you know? I'd rather die than miss the party. No, not this lame-ass party. I'm boy crazy, you can't forget that.
I'm sorry, Mr. Richards. The only thing supernatural I saw in Europe was the guys. They were positively to die for.
I should have known. Apparently Bonnie isn't as atypical as I thought. But there's no harm in asking.
Oh, you thought teenage girls were interested in, like, dusty
But they're both
artifacts?
still young. You do remember what it was like to be young, don't you?
I
I can't tell if that's an insult to me or Bonnie. Effervescent.
I started my vocation early. I acquired a painting of the Delphi Oracle when I was only 16. From that moment on, I knew I'd be a passionate collector.
I bet the Delphi Oracle was the only girl you were getting when you were 16. No offense, Gary.
What's the Delphi Oracle?
I like that they have like a CD with like one song on it. Gary's like, put that shit on repeat. I love this song. Turn it up when the strings go. I love that. I love that shit.
True, Elena. It's also true that every one of her
That's
predictions had
true.
more than one meaning. You had to be very careful about what interpretation you followed. Her words could lead you to fortune or disaster.
The captions in this game. I was gonna point out it's Rui.N, but she said disaster. She didn't even say ruin. It's a mess. An absolute mess. She sounds a little bit like Bonnie. Wait, is Bonnie a
She
psychic?
sounds a little like Bonnie.
Is
She
this
does
like
that sort of thing all the time.
foreshadowing?
I give up. Now I know why I never went into teaching. You can't teach teenagers anything.
Wait, what
they
did I
already know about.
say?
Well, it's obvious I've stayed too long already. Good night.
Wait, I was engaging with what he said.
Pay no attention
What a
to him,
dick.
Elena. He has some kind of new addition to his collection, and he's been mad as a hornet all night about being dragged away from it.
Well, Mr. Sunshine has a point. It's late. I better go find out if Aunt Judith is ready to leave. I'll talk to you later, Mrs. Flowers.
I feel like Elena is the
Of course,
original
child.
sassy
Give your aunt my
detective.
best, will you? And I'm sure I'll see you again
Even though she's
soon.
not technically a detective, but you know. I'm sure she's gonna be doing some detective work. Oh, I'm in a mysterious back room. I'm in the back rooms. There's nothing in here. Okay, it'll probably become a significant room later on. Let's talk to Bonnie again.
Isn't this just the best? I mean, Fell's Church hasn't seen a party like this since the mall opened.
Bonnie, you haven't been to Europe, I can tell. What about my last birthday party, Bonnie? We went to TGI Fridays. It was great, and then we went bowling.
Are you forgetting my last birthday party? Thanks to Matt and the rest of the guys.
So what was I, chopped liver? And who do you think blabbed about the party to the guys anyway? I just wish my last birthday party had been half as exciting.
Wait, what the
Or
hell
any birthday
happened
parties
at
for
this
that matter.
birthday party? Did these guys crash the party and do what? Also, I can kind of see why Caroline might have stopped being friends with Elena. She's kind of mean to her friends, like if she and Bonnie are still friends. Like, she just totally forgets Bonnie. Count on you for entertainment? Yeah, that sounds like a kind of double-edged sword there. Oh my god, yeah, both these comments are kind of mean to Bonnie, like calling her like a grandma if we don't have to go to bed by 10:30. Or maybe that's just being mean to Bonnie's parents who have a strict curfew.
I know I can count on you for entertainment, Bonnie.
The guy's
I
showing
just
up at their
wasn't
slumber
expecting
party.
the
This
guys
is
to show up.
scandalous.
Especially not at my slumber party.
Like they weren't going to show up once they found out about it. Please, Elena, I'll bet they were fighting to see who was going to be the first one to climb up to your bedroom window. I still can't believe your aunt let them stay.
Oh my god, I can't either. If I had, like, a teenage girl in my care, I would not let a bunch of teenage boys crash her slumber party alone in her room. No, not many games let you play as, like, the popular, like, bitchy girl at high school. Like, I can't think of, like, any other game that lets you play that character. I love this.
Yes, but she brought us snacks.
Oh,
every
how
15
dare
minutes and
she
made the
bring you
guys sleep in the
snacks.
rec
That's
room.
so rude and
And I'm
inconsiderate
pretty
of
sure
her.
she didn't sleep a wink all night.
Still, my dad would have totally freaked if it had happened at my house. Or called the cops.
Yeah.
You think your aunt would notice if I just sort of, you know, moved in? Come on, I'm bored. Let's go leave fingerprints all over Caroline's pretty display cases. Elena, that's Margaret. Something's happening.
Oh,
We've
has
got
she
to
been
find
attacked
her.
by a vampire?
Oh my God.
Oh, this room has suddenly become significant. Wait, what the hell was that? Was that a pigeon? Was she attacked by a pigeon? Oh no, I'm having vision problems. My vision is flashing red. This is bad. So she was attacked by a pigeon. Oh no. Whatever shall we do?
It's very late, honey, and the doctor says there's nothing we can do right now. Why don't you go on home? I'll stay with Margaret tonight, and you can come and see her again in the morning.
She's just a baby. She's like 7 years old. These people need to stop treating her like she's an infant.
Is she going to be all right, Aunt Judith?
I'm sure she'll be just fine, Elena. The doctor said she wasn't hurt seriously.
Yeah, can you explain how she was attacked by a pigeon, Aunt Judith?
What happened to her, Aunt Judith? What was that thing that attacked her?
Oh, it looks like
I bet
something bitter. We can't
Damon
be sure
put
what it
pigeon
was.
attracting juice
Doctor
in
said it
her
could be a
ginger
wild cat
ale.
or something.
That's my theory. That was not a wild
Margaret's
cat.
lost
It
some
was a
blood, but Nothing
pigeon.
life-threatening. The doctor says she'll be up and around again in no time. Don't worry.
Oh, I wasn't worried. My little sister, what was her name again?
See you
I
later,
don't
Aunt
recall.
Try to get some sleep tonight, Elena. I'm sure Margaret will be up and awake again in the morning.
Oh heck, we have the house to ourselves. You know what that means. It's time to party like we did in Europe and invite all the boys over, all the cute boys. Is there anyone I can pester in this hospital? Can I be a public menace? Oh, wait, oh, it's Caroline. What the heck are you doing here, Caroline?
You Gilberts certainly know how to close down a party, don't you?
Excuse me? My sister
teach
couldn't
her
help
young,
being
all right.
attacked by a pigeon.
I guess you wouldn't want your little dynasty to end now, would you?
I love that, like, my little sister has been violently attacked, and I'm still just gonna use the opportunity to, like, be a total bitch to Caroline.
Well, I
Let's
certainly
continue
haven't
our
found anyone
feud.
worthy of my position among the people I thought I knew.
Is that all you think about? Yourself and your position? Do you have any idea how long I worked tonight to make everything perfect?
I mean, you
And
should have
you
worked a bit longer.
You're
There was
precious
only
little
one
sister.
song on your
Thanks a
CD.
lot, Elena.
That's
Remind me to return the favor
pretty
sometime.
lame.
Excuse me.
Oh,
I don't mean to interrupt, but this is a hospital.
I don't think
Please
that's
keep it down, it's a
Caroline
little late.
saying that.
I'm sorry. This whole thing has just been so upsetting.
Oh, look at her putting on the
Okay.
act. You fake.
Somewhere I could've
You
knocked about or
phony.
something.
Are you the patient's sister?
No. I'm Caroline Forbes, a friend of the family. It happened at the
Oh,
gallery
that's
where I
Stefan.
work.
He does
It was
not
hard
look
to
like a
remember.
vampire. Why did none of the
Yeah, I'm
vampires
sure
in
she's
this
all the
game look
excitement.
like a
She just got home
vampire?
and you're
Except
probably a lot better.
Mikhail, I guess.
Well, if I don't feel better in the morning, can I come back and have you examine me?
Well, if you don't feel better in the morning, you should have your regular doctor examine you. I'm just a physician's assistant.
He's shutting her down.
So you must be the patient.
Which is what you should do if
If you
you're
don't
like
mind
a
me asking some
100-year-old
questions,
vampire with
let
a
me get the
teenager flirting with you. But just wait. Let's just wait and see what
Oh, well.
happens. See if
What a
he
waste of good
shuts
looks.
Helena down
Well, you can have
when
it.
she tries to flirt
I
with
had my
him.
hands full anyway.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Mikhail, I would be more interested in. He was a sharp dresser, and he actually looked like a sexy vampire, instead of, just a guy. Gee, thank Caroline. Gee, thank for that.
Gee, thanks, Caroline. Maybe now I'll have a chance with him.
You think you have a chance with him? That goes to show how much you know about guys, Elena. I just hope my
Caroline,
lab shows up
I'm
soon
like
so
the
I don't have
hottest
to stay and
girl
watch
in
the
the
spectacle.
history of Fell's Church, so
Good
I
evening,
think you're
ladies.
wrong. Oh,
Somebody call for a car?
Good evening,
Timing's perfect, Mr.
ladies.
Smith. I was just leaving.
He's so
Well, I would have
greasy.
charged in on my white horse, but
He's
they're
so
not allowed in the
nerdy.
hospital.
And like
I heard it was
not
your little sister who was
not
injured,
charming
Elena.
and vampiric and
I'm
attractive.
sorry. I hope she wasn't hurt too badly.
Like, imagine a vampire who like wears like vests and like baggy t-shirts and says, "Hello, ladies." Like, that's not a vampire, that's a dork. You need to take some vampire lessons. Go back to vampire school, Damon.
I don't know how bad it is yet, but thanks for asking, Mr. Smith.
If you'd like, Elena, I'd be happy to come back and get you after I drop Caroline off at home. I only drive a two-seater, I'm afraid. Miss Gilbert will be staying for a while to answer some questions, so don't trouble yourself. I'm sure her aunt will take her home after we're done. Answer questions. For you, right? Never mind. I'll have plenty of chances to be gallant once school starts. Since it appears that someone else has taken my place,
No,
I shall
sir.
begin with you. Shall we, Miss Fox?
You're like a teacher. You should not be being gallant with your students, your teenage students. Well, I mean, I do appreciate that Stefan tried to shut down his advances, but not for poor Caroline. He can prey on poor Caroline all he likes, but not Elena. I've seen a glimpse of her. I've barely spoken 2 words with her, but I will protect her with my life.
Are you the one who found the young girl who was attacked?
No, I didn't.
Excuse me.
She's
My
my
name's Stefan
sister.
Salvatore.
Didn't
I'm
we
a physician's
establish
assistant.
this?
I need to ask you some questions.
Stefan. Like, Stefan Salvatore is such a good vampire name, but, like, look at this man. Look at this man. Does he look like a Stefan Salvatore? No. He looks like a Neil Brown or something. Like, just the most beige of names. You know what I mean?
Yes, I'm Elena Gilbert. I'm Margaret's sister, and I found her after what happened at the art gallery.
Did you see what attacked her, Miss Gilbert?
Yes, it was a
It's
pigeon.
very important. We found some sort of puncture wounds, like some sort of animal bite.
Yeah, like a pigeon bite. It was what? It was. What do you mean it was too big? It was the size of a pigeon. wait, did we see the same thing, Elena?
Please call me Elena, not Miss Gilbert. And I don't think it was an animal that attacked Margaret. It was too big.
Big? Like a large raccoon, or big like a large dog? Maybe a wolf or a coyote?
No, I'm telling you, we're looking for a feral pigeon. Like, the town needs to be on high alert. There's like a rabid pigeon out there stalking everyone. It wasn't anything I recognized. It was a pigeon. She needs to get out more. I thought she'd been to Europe. They have tons of pigeons in Europe. Yeah, it was not a raccoon or a dog because it was a pigeon. Could see through
I know
it.
a raccoon or a dog when I see one. Even a
They
coyote.
obviously did not.
It wasn't anything like that.
Like, they weren't
It
able
was
to
almost like you could
animate
see through
anything like this. It was like the last day of making this game, and they're like,
you're saying it
we can't
wasn't
do
an
this.
animal that
F
attacked your
it.
sister.
Just put like a pigeon model in
It wasn't a
there.
person.
Call it a day. People
big
will only
cloud of
see
some
it
sort?
for like a second.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was like it was like a pigeon, in fact. I've totally gone non-linear. I love this game. I love this game.
I know it sounds like I've gone totally non-linear, but it's the truth. I know what I saw.
Yeah,
or what
I
didn't
know
see.
I saw a pigeon. I know it.
No, it sounds like you saw something pretty horrible tonight.
It was horrible.
As for what did attack your sister,
I used to
I'll leave that up
love
to the police.
pigeons, Stefan. They were my
Anyway,
favorite animals.
thanks for answering my questions. Unless your aunt wants you to stay for a little while longer, you should get on home. We've had a big scare tonight.
Yeah, my god. You don't understand, Stefan. You don't understand what it was like for me to see something so, ordinary and mundane become so evil and terrifying and unknown. It was quite an unnerving experience. How can he resist all these little bags of blood? Like, those are like little snacks right there. Like, this is like a little Cliff Bar for a vampire. So tempting. Or like a Snickers. The road to recovery. I don't know why that's so funny for me. Oh Oh, I feel like that's terrible hospital decor. How do I get out of this hospital? How do I leave the hospital? Stefan, how do I leave this hospital? Help me.
Yes, Miss Gilbert? Is there something I can do?
Yes, may I leave now?
No, thank you. May I leave now? I'm not feeling very well.
Well, sure, you can leave any time you want. I think someone should drive you home, though. Your aunt's probably not gonna leave for a while. Maybe, is there someone you could call, or should I call you a cab?
What about Damon? I think he offered to drive me home. No, she didn't mention Bonnie's dad's out
Thanks,
there.
but Bonnie's dad is waiting outside. He said he'd drive me home.
I'm glad. I'll try to get some rest. Doctor's orders. We won't know anything for a while.
Why did he laugh like he made the funniest joke? Doctor's orders. Also, this is no laughing matter. Stefan, my sister was attacked by an evil pigeon. It's very serious. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a terrifying dream. Let's do vampire check. Am I a vampire? Oh my god. Guys, I think I might be a vampire. I can't see myself in the mirror. I mean, you could say it's terrible news, but actually I'd be overjoyed if I found out I was a vampire. What's this note? Me, my Valentine, Elena, love Matt. Is Matt like 12? Why is his handwriting like that? I guess that's kind of sweet. We don't even know Matt yet, though, do we? Oh, I wanted to see the picture of this cool guy. Oh, fashion. Fashion. Oh, first, I'm a winner. I'm a winner, baby. If there's one thing you should know about Elena, is that she's a winner. Is that an owl? Oh no, it's just her lamp. I've got birds on the brain. I've got bird brain. Gotta make sure all my windows are locked so the feral pigeon doesn't get in. Call Bonnie. Should I do that? Oh my god, the pigeon's taken out the phone lines. This is more serious than I thought. To Elena, love Margaret. Wow, she can't even spell. Disgraceful. She can't even spell her own name. That's embarrassing. Wait, what's this key? Has Margaret drawn me a little clue?
I can't use that here.
What do you mean I can't use that here?
I can't use that here.
Do I not have the key to my own jewelry box? That's embarrassing. A feather. Oh no. Oh no. Guys, I think the feral pigeon snuck into my room and watched me while I was sleeping. That's terrifying. I need to be more cautious. Ooh, I like her sense of style. This is some eclectic jewelry. What's this? Oh, more eclectic jewelry and trinkets. Elena's a trinket gal. I deeply respect that. Wow. The hot, mean, popular girl who bullied you in high school also likes trinkets. Hot, mean, popular girls who bully you in high school, they're just like us. Can I take any of these things, though? No. I love houses in her interactive games. They're always so ridiculous and implausible. Like, yes, this is a normal, suburban, middle-class house, yes. Maybe that's just the type of house that teenage bullies live in, but you never know because you would obviously never go to your teenage bully's house. Oh, I discovered a secret door. Where am I? In a secret room? With secret items in it? Oh my god, secret vases. A secret chair. Any interesting secrets? Oh my god, the secret mop. This is so exciting. What the heck is that? The heck is that? Some kind of secret brooch or something. A mystical piece of jewelry. Maybe pigeons are allergic to mystical pieces of jewelry. Oh. A secret chest. I got a mortar and pestle. How exciting. What is this? It looks like a cookie, but like instead of like a chocolate chip cookie, it's like a beetle cookie. A beetle chip cookie. Respectfully, that is disgusting. Let's go downstairs and make myself some like pancakes for breakfast or something. That'd hit the spot right now. I feel like this house has the same layout as the house in Secret of the Old Clock. Like, this is where Jane would be standing. Oh, a mysterious archway. Just normal people things. Normal house. This is a normal house I'm living in, and I'm a normal girl. Well, I got a candle in the Halloween box. Xmas. I got something from the Xmas box. What's this? Richards pays a record price for dagger. Look at that picture of Gary. It looks like a paparazzi photo. They caught him unexpectedly. Somewhere he shouldn't have been. At a strip club or something. In an auction in New York, Gary of Richards of Fells Church purchased the Brasov dagger for a price far above previous records. Mr. Richards purchased the dagger for his collection of items pertaining to the supernatural. According to a Romanian folklore, the Brasov dagger grants eternal life when used by the proper person in the proper ceremony. Well, you know what else grants eternal life? Being bit by a vampire. It's really a lot easier than some kind of esoteric dagger ritual. What's new? Graphic design is my passion. Her Interactive takes computing to her. Her Interactive continues their dedication to developing quality games for females with the release of their newest game. I do love some quality games for females. This newest title will serve as the perfect follow-up to their blockbuster title, The Vampire Diaries TM. Our team has worked very hard for this, and we are sure the new title will be big as The Vampire Diaries, said Sherry Grainer-Ray, producer for Her Interactive. Babe, Sherry, it will be bigger. It will be Nancy Drew, and she will change the world. That's very meta. I like that. I respect that. I get so excited when the little yellow thing lights up. More candles. Good. You never know when you need a Bath & Body Works apple cinnamon scented candle. You feel me? Oh. Wait, that's the same drawer. Okay. Is that the same drawer? No. Okay, it is the same drawer. I'm just getting overexcited. Okay, I guess I should go visit my sister. What's her name? At the hospital? Ooh. It's like sunset already. Gosh, how long did I spend looking around my house?
It's good of you to come, dear, but I'm afraid there's been no change. Margaret still hasn't regained consciousness.
No. What did that pigeon do to her? I will avenge you. Sister. What's her face? I will take down that pigeon. No, I'm not gonna stay with her. I've got things to do. Vampires to slay, you know what I mean? I've gotta get out there and slay.
What did the doctors say, Aunt Judith? How long will she be like this?
They don't know what
Why
to think,
is she
Elena.
like this?
There's no sign of infection, and they've given her several units of blood. She should be awake by now.
Oh my god.
All we can do now is just wait and see what happens.
They're just like refreshing her system. That's like adding like a new tea bag for the vampires to enjoy. Fools. Fools. Do they not know there's a vampire in this town?
Careful.
Have they not
I'll be
realized
sure to be
one of
inside
the
by
nurses' name is Stefan Salvatore?
this thing is
The
that's
most
attacking this
vampire-coded name.
So don't
I'm
take
telling
any
you, it's a
chances.
feral pigeon. Also, there's vampires. Both of those things. Hello, Stefan. Wait, what?
Elena, you're hurt. What happened to you?
Wow. Stefan, I can't believe you looked inside me and saw that I was hurt inside. We really are meant for each other. You can see the real me when no one else can.
What are you talking about? My sister's the one who's hurt.
But you're hurt too, Elena. There are 3 gouges in your left cheek. What hurt you?
Oh my god, the pigeon, he got me. This is
I
interesting.
think you've been working too hard, Stefan. I saw myself in the mirror this morning when I was brushing my teeth, and there's nothing wrong with my face.
Oh, she did see herself in the mirror. Okay. Does he have like special vampire vision? Or he can see psychic wounds? Oh my god.
I know you think I'm crazy, but you have to listen to me.
I was joking.
There are wounds that can't be seen by everyone. Psychic wounds.
Oh my god.
As if someone could cut you with the power of their thoughts.
Oh my god.
Look, you have to
Imagine.
understand. I'll try to explain it to you.
Imagine this.
Not here. I'll wait for you in the lounge, if you want to listen.
Okay, imagine your little sister goes to the hospital after being attacked by a feral pigeon. Imagine this. Picture this. Put yourself in this situation. And you talk to, like, her nurse. And you're like, how's her condition? He's like, we're still checking on her. Come back tomorrow. You're like, okay, cool. Thanks for looking after my sister. You come back the next day and he's like, I see psychic wounds on you. No one else can see them. Only me. There are some people who can see these things, these psychic wounds. People can cut you with the power of their thoughts. I would not want that man looking after my little sister. Gotta be frank with you. Like, this is the second conversation I have with this man. He's like, psychic wounds. You've been psychically wounded. You didn't even know it. Well, tell me about psychic wounds, sir.
I wasn't sure you'd come, Elena. But I'm glad you did.
I mean, if it had been me, I wouldn't have. I would have called the police. I would have asked to talk to the manager and been like, excuse me, your nurse believes in psychic wounds.
But I'm not sure how to make you believe me.
Wait, how did he know about her dream? Yeah, tell me about psychic wounds.
Well, I'm here, for now. But what are you talking about? In danger how, Stefan? From what? And what are psychic wounds?
Is there a bigger danger than the feral pigeon in town? Stefan, you have to tell me.
Elena, just please, give me time to explain here, okay? A great evil has come to Fell's Church. And it will feed on the innocent blood of humans. I think your sister is just the first.
Oh no, the pigeon is gaining strength. Also, I gotta appreciate how this game gives me time to insert my commentary by having long pauses between dialogue. How can blood be innocent or guilty? Good question, honestly.
A great evil. I believe that.
I believe that. I saw that
why
pigeon.
Is it building its strength?
It really was evil. I could tell just from the way it looked at me. Evil looked out of that pigeon's eyes, Stefan.
Pure blood is more powerful. But the evil force needs lots of strength to build ultimate power. More than it can get from just blood. It needs an ancient dagger.
Oh my god.
A sorcerer's weapon. That dagger is in Fell's Church.
The pigeon is arming itself with the Bratslav power. The pigeon is going to get eternal life. This is bad.
Ultimate power? For what? Over what? I don't understand.
Imagine being able to do whatever you wish. You could have whatever you wanted. You could control whoever you wanted. No one could refuse you. You could kill your enemies as easily as you breathe, and you would never die. That is ultimate power. And if this evil thing obtains it, you and everyone you know will be destroyed.
I'm still imagining you talking to your little sister's nurse. And he stops talking about how there's a deep evil in the town. It's gonna gain eternal life and ultimate power. There's great evil. You'd be like, what the are you talking about? Please don't get anywhere near my sister.
So
she's like, I immediately believe you. Well, will you? Stefan, don't keep me hanging here.
Elena, I know I haven't earned your trust, but I have to ask for it.
He just seems kind of like mildly annoyed a lot. He's like, I can't believe I have to say this.
I'm part of the evil. A hunter of the night.
I'm part of the evil?
But what this thing has done is forbidden. It's disgusting even to me.
Wait, he knows the evil pigeon.
I'm not strong enough to do more than slow it down. But I think I can stop it from attacking again once its victims come here. That's why I'm here. I don't know what else I can do.
Yeah. Wait, you're my little sister's nurse, and you're telling me that you're the one who attacked her? That seems
what are you
bad.
Telling me, are you saying you're the one that attacked Margaret?
I'm telling you, I'm not what I seem to be, Elena. I was born hundreds of years ago. In the 15th century.
This is the third conversation we've had.
In the 15th century when my own brother killed me in a duel. And ever since then, I've fought the evil that's part of my soul.
The way he said that dad. He's like, my god, I can't believe I have to explain this again. Okay. Well, I died in the late 15th century. My own brother killed me in a duel. Can you believe that? Sir? I don't know what to say to that. I really don't know what to say to that. I just came to see how my sister's doing. She's in the hospital. I just wanted to see how she's doing. And you're telling me we were born in the 15th century? Get out of here, sir. He's lore dumping on me. And I'm like, but is my little sister gonna make it?
Your own brother killed you?
I feel like this would only work on a teenage girl. Like, only a teenage girl. What do you mean I can't lie to you? This is the third time we've talked. What do you mean I can't lie to you?
Over the vampire whose blood we both had in our veins.
Excuse me, what?
We died on each other's swords and both became vampires.
Excuse me, what?
But our battle has never really ended. And now I'm afraid it is my brother.
Wait.
Damon? Strength to build ultimate
Excuse
power.
me, Damon? The same Damon who's my biology teacher. The acting in this game is so good. Wait, Damon Smith who teaches biology? This is like, was it the Bailey School Kids Adventures or something, where they'd be like, vampires don't teach biology. I feel like that's what this is right now.
Damon Smith is your brother?
He didn't seem that evil.
Is that why he's here?
He was wearing that ugly vest he bought at, like, Sears or something.
Him, Stefan, how can I hope to?
Well, how can I hope to, Stefan, please?
You are as brave as you are beautiful, Elena.
Where did he get
no
that
human
from?
Can stop something so powerful.
Where did he get that from?
The best that you can do is just lock it away where it can do no more harm.
This is the third conversation we've had.
I heard that there's an ancient spell.
And the other two lasted less than 5 minutes.
It should work, but I have no idea what it is.
What do you mean?
There is a way, though, that you can get power
What do you
from me.
mean?
With a ring of power.
What do you mean?
The druids know about these kind of things, but I never needed to until now.
This man is greatly disturbed. Oh, how did he get the idea that I'm brave? Literally, the other two conversations with him have been like, how's my sister's condition? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a ride home with Bonnie's dad. He's like, you're the bravest person I've ever met. What do you mean? Also, we start talking about the druids and drawing power from him with a ring of power. Is that an innuendo? What's a ring of power? Who were the druids? What is going on, Stefan? 1 minute my sister was attacked by a pigeon, and next this man is telling me he's a vampire and we need to stop a great evil in my little podunk hometown of Fells Church. Me.
What's a ring of power?
This is overwhelming for me, Stefan. I'm overwhelmed. This is a lot for one girl to take in.
Exactly.
You don't.
But I do
That's
know
not helpful.
that a ring of power allows two people to share magical power. I also know that whatever the ring is made out of, it must be irreplaceable to the person who wants the ring. I also know
Wait,
that
I
you
have
to
a ring.
Concentrate on the person you want the power from. And if that person is willing, then a bond is created. Maybe by the ringmaker.
The ringmaker? Capital R, capital M. Stefan, do you think it would work with my mood ring that I bought from Claire's?
Who were the druids?
The druids were ancient priests of what is now France.
Oh,
England.
France? Damon, did you know, or Stefan, did you know I was just in France? I was in Europe for the whole summer.
When the floods would come,
I'm like a very continental girl, you know.
To appease the gods.
I'm very sophisticated for my age.
Power between nature and man.
Oh, that's why he thinks I'm so brave and beautiful, because I've been to Europe. I understand now. It was so brave of me to go to Europe for my summer vacation. Not every teenage girl would do that. Not every teenage girl would be that brave. In fact, almost all of them wouldn't be.
I'll be back soon, Stefan. I promise.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, my love. I've only just met you, but I know we're soulmates. Going to Europe kind of imbues me with this like special level of sophistication that other people just don't have. A level of maturity that other people just, they don't get it. I'm special.
Oh, thank heavens you're here, sweetie. I've been so worried about you. There's been another attack, and I was afraid you might have been hurt, too.
Just in like the 10 minutes, I was learning all about Damon's utterly unhinged backstory about how he's a vampire with eternal life, and he's trying to help me to get him to fight a great evil just during that time. Also, I think I saw Damon. I meant Stefan. They're just interchangeable, really. They're just two guys. Now, ask me about Mikhail. That's another story. I want to ask about the other attack. Who was attacked? How are they? Did they see the pigeon?
I'm fine, Aunt Judith. How's Margaret?
No better, but no worse either.
She's very still.
Doctors
That's
don't know what to do.
concerning. Are we sure she's still
Margaret's
alive?
condition doesn't change in a week. I'm going to have her transferred to the University Hospital in Fairfax.
That pigeon did a lot of damage. Yeah, where's the key to my jewelry box?
Aunt Judith, do you know what
That
Margaret
little
did with
scamp,
the key to my jewelry
little
box?
rascal, stealing the key to my jewelry box. Oh, did she have it?
I just
She
saw a little
had
key.
it.
Oh, yes, it was on her necklace when Stefan gave me her things.
Oh,
I
okay.
have no idea when she put it there, silly little girl.
That's convenient.
Do you know anything about that dagger that Mr. Richards just added to his collection, Aunt Judith?
I heard it can kill this pigeon for once and for
Dagger?
all,
No, it sounds
and prevent
awful.
its reign of terror on this
Bonnie's
town.
not handling things like that. If you really want to know about it, why don't you ask Mr. Romanoff? He might know if it has any historical
Wait,
value.
why wouldn't it be Mr. Richards that I ask about it? Yeah.
How would Mr. Romanoff know anything
Is
about
that
the
Mikhail? Mikhail Romanoff?
Gary's artifacts may not be psychically charged or whatever it is he calls it, but some of them
I
have
don't know.
artistic value.
I don't know. I believe a lot of things that I didn't believe 10 minutes ago.
Somebody who has
And
a little more
Judith.
sense than Gary seems to have.
Yeah, honestly, I'd rather talk to Mikhail than Gary as well. I wanted to ask the other question. Oh well.
See you later, Aunt Judith.
I hope
Please
what's her
be
name gets
careful.
better soon.
And be sure to be inside by dark.
And
I don't know what
Judith,
this thing is that's attacking this town.
pigeons go out in the daytime. I was trying to type must stop pigeon, but they've got a character limit in their save files. They should have played this at the party. Like, Caroline really messed up, not including this in the playlist. But anyway, yeah, there's a character limit, so now it just says must stop pig. Oh my god. You're telling me there's also an evil pig out there? Oh no, the pigeon is teamed up. He's gaining allies. We're so back. Unfortunately, my webcam decided to start working. Oh my god, it's that great evil that Stefan was talking about. The pigeon. He's attacking me from the inside. I was gonna say he's behind enemy lines, because I'm his enemy. He's infiltrated my computer. He's trying to stop me from revealing the truth. Wait, I thought this was my house. I was gonna go home and sleep. I've had a long day, what with, Stefan being like, I'm a vampire. Oh, it is my house. I'm immortal, and you need to help me stop a great evil, because I think you're the bravest girl who ever lived, actually. It's just been a lot. It's just been a lot. So, it's time for bed. Oh shit, I also have to check my little jewelry box that I have the key to now. That little picture was a clue. Okay, what's important in here? Oh, my mood ring from Claire's. Of course. It's the ring of power. I knew it. Is it always just sunset in this town? What is going on? I thought it was morning. Okay, let's go see Gary. Ask him about his dagger. The stars are out. What time is it? I feel so disoriented. Oh, look at this. Eccentric little house. I love it. I f***ing love it, Gary. What the f***? This little statue just poked its tongue out at me. Is this a haunted house? Is this one gonna do it too? Oh. Well, that's a security system. Oh my god, that key looks almost identical to my key that opens my jewelry box. That's not gonna be confusing at all. What the hell? Yeah, I guess that's a different solution than keeping your key under the mat. Wait, I feel like it's nighttime. I wanted to talk to Bonnie, who's supposed to be here during the day. I'm going to bed. I'm going back to bed. I've decided I'm still a little sleepy, actually. gonna take my sleepy time tea and honk schnoo me. Yeah, you can just tell Elena's the hottest girl in town from her back. She has the best hair. Okay, please let it be daytime now. Has, Fell's church fallen under a perennial night? Is that part of the great evil's plan? No, it's daytime now. Okay, whew. Sorry, Gary, I broke into your house at night, and then I decided maybe I shouldn't do that. Look at this big boy. Where's Bonnie? What's this? Oh, he's got like a mermaid, like one of them Fiji mermaids. Look at this guy's strut. That's a power stance. Put these knights on the catwalk. Bonnie. This weird guy told me he was a vampire, and I don't know what to do. Girl, I need a little girl chat. We can talk about it and figure this shit out. There she is. Whew, my only friend.
I'm so glad you're here.
Because I pushed away all my other friends with my bullying.
On this summer. It's so awesome. What do you want to see first?
I don't care about your problems, Bonnie. I'm only here to talk about my problems. Yeah, tell me about druids. I heard you believed in magic.
Bonnie? I heard that they believed in
magic.
I
thought it said.
Might know something about them.
No, maybe she does believe in magic. She knows all about magic.
My grandmother told me I'm descended from
Oh, Bonnie's a druid.
The Druids were like priests or something, a long time ago, and they built Stonehenge. You know that huge circle of rocks?
Of course I know.
And they
Bonnie, I've been there.
Cool
I've been to Europe. Remember me talking about going to Europe? Let me tell you some more about what else I saw in Europe.
How does your grandmother know you're descended from
She
Druids?
did ancestry.org.
You wouldn't believe some of the things my grandmother could do. Magic things. Like find out who you're gonna marry, or take the evil eye off of cursed sheep.
What do you mean?
She lived in Edinburgh.
What
you know,
do you mean?
And they remember the Druids there. If you don't believe me, you could read her diary. There's all sorts of neat
Her
spells
vampire
and stuff in
diary?
there. My father donated it to the library because of its historical value and stuff. Maybe now you won't tease me so much about my psychic stuff. Anything else you want to know about Elena?
I love how Bonnie just keeps saying stuff like it's common knowledge. Like the water witching sticks, and now she's like, yeah, you know, like normal things. Like finding out who you're going to marry. Self-explanatory. Taking the evil eye off cursed sheep? What? What do you mean, Bonnie? What do you mean? Also, are these things proven from your grandmother? Because she could have been like, oh, Bonnie, you're going to marry a man named John Smith. But Bonnie's not married yet. She's a teenager, so she doesn't know her grandmother wasn't just pretending and faking it. I'm like, what is a cursed sheep? How do you take the evil eye off it? Is she gouging the eyes out of random sheep? I'm so concerned. I mean, yeah, there's a lot I want to know, but Elena isn't curious about those kind of things, I guess.
See you later, Bonnie.
Tell me about the sheep,
See you later.
Bonnie.
Give me a call if you want to go out, okay?
Bonnie, no offense, but I met some really chic and fashionable girls in Europe, and now I don't want to hang out with you anymore. Because you're not as chic as fashionable as the girls in Europe. Oh, an interactable. An egg. I like your egg, Gary. What? Oh, what? What am I doing?
Get away from there
Gary.
right now. If you're through talking to Bonnie, it's time to go. This isn't a playground.
Oh, okay, bye, sir. I'll just come back in the night, because I stole your key and I can break into your house. You know, you really should be more careful, Gary. I hear there's evil pigeons running amok in town. Okay, let's go to the library. I think it's at the school. We can look up Bonnie's grandmother's vampire diary. Not Robert E. Lee High School. Yeah, library. Let's get away from there. Let's not pause on that for too long. Ooh, books. Diary of a Zen Nun. Taking that out, thank you. Teachings of Big Bird. Oh my god, I bet the pigeon read that and gained sentience. Oh, 108 Ways to Kill a Vampire. That's what I need. The Legend of Issa. Issa me, Mario. Sorry. I feel like I need to apologize for that. Oh, I can look at Folk Tales of Fell's Church, but I can't look at 108 Ways to Kill a Vampire? What about God Loves Fun? God loves to play mini golf. War-torn loves. One of the most tragic stories of the Civil War era is the story of Adelaide Chambers, the daughter of a Union general, and Harold Gray, a Confederate soldier. The two had met before the war began and fallen deeply in love. Only weeks before the war between the states began, they made plans to marry. But when war was declared, Harold felt duty-bound to serve, because he was a racist, and he needed to fight in order to be racist in his country. He didn't want it to be illegal to be a racist in America. Anyway, he left a tearful Adelaide behind with a gold coin for their wedding, and a promise to return. Clutching the gold coin to her heart, Adelaide waited for news and prayed for his return. Weeks, months, and even years passed, but her resolve never faltered. Girl, this racist is not worth waiting for. She asked only for a sign of her beloved. When she passed away, her final words were said to have been, "Please bring me a sign." She was buried with the only token that remained of Harold Gray, the gold coin that was to give them their wedding, an eternity of happiness together. An eternity of happiness and racism. Sometimes you can hear his voice on the wind, whispering racial slurs. Druids of medieval Britain. Oh boy. Chapter 1. Who were the Druids? The Druids were the practitioners of the ancient religion on the British Isles several hundred years ago. More than just priests, they also studied astronomy and herbalism. Often they were responsible for the education of the village's children, as well as serving as jury and judge in village legal matters. Wait, jury and judge? That doesn't seem ethical. The religion they practiced was as varied as the British Isles themselves. Some concentrated on the natural elements such as the changing seasons, weather, and wildlife patterns. Others concerned themselves with divination. They used such methods as tarot cards and divining rods. Wait, is that a water witching stick? Is a divining rod another name for a water witching stick? However, archaeological studies now show that rune stones were probably a part of every druid's tools. Certain sects were greatly... not like that, were greatly concerned with healing and herbs. Members of these sects were sought out for their knowledge and wisdom, and many became valued leaders of their communities. I swear I don't have the sense of humor of a 12-year-old boy. One of the most important contributions from the Druids, which can still be found today, are the runestones, which are used for divining the future. I swear I don't think it's funny just to hear the word sex said out loud because it sounds vaguely like the word sex. I swear, it's really not funny. Actually, it's not funny at all. It's very serious. And I'm a very serious person. Candle making for fun and profit. Oh boy, cha-ching, let's go. About to open up an Etsy store. Wait, I already have 2 candles. Why do I need to learn this? I don't need to learn this. Please close the book. I'm trapped in this book. I'm trapped inside this book. Oh my god. I'm trapped inside this book. Wait, oh. Phew. Oh my god. Oh no! I thought it was a magical book, booby-trapped by the evil pigeon to contain me forever like a little prison made of paper and ink. Runes. A window on the Viking world. Okay, so we can learn all about our runes. I'll probably come back to this when it becomes important. Oh, Mrs.
Elena,
Grimsby.
I heard about Margaret. I am so sorry. How is she?
She's still not doing great, and also one of her nurses is kind of unhinged, and I'm a bit concerned about that, to be honest. Yeah, why the heck are you such a lamer, Mrs. Grimsby? Why weren't you at the party?
I didn't
Why are you
see
such
you
a
at the
party
party last
pooper?
night, Mrs. Grimsby. How come you didn't go?
Why do you suck, Mrs. Grimsby?
I've heard all about the gallery. I couldn't afford anything there. No use in going.
I mean, they literally have the wave.
Besides, I just feel out of place in those kinds of gatherings. Now, book fairs and bake sales, those are my cup of tea. You know.
Yeah, I do know, Mrs. Grimsby. That's very relatable. I'm there for a good book fair. I'm there for a good bake sale. Even for a bad book fair or bake sale, I'm there.
How did you hear about the gallery? Did you talk to Mikhail?
Oh no, I've never met Mr. Romanoff. But Carolyn Forbes has been in and out of here all summer.
My
researching this art
nemesis,
style
my
and that art style.
friend and
I've heard all about
nemesis.
this new acquisition. And quite a bit about her boss as well. Well, it's quite nice to see her take an interest in reading, even at this late date.
She's like 17. It's really not that late.
What did Caroline have to say about her boss?
Oh, nothing that isn't common knowledge, I'm sure. Oh, but you've been gone all summer, haven't you? Mikhail Romanov recently emigrated here from Russia with a sizable amount of money, or so they say. He wants to bring undiscovered
artists.
And help convey their works.
He had the wave up in his gallery. A very unknown painting. Yeah, she asked this, but I ask, how can he bring anyone into the market if he's opened a gallery in the tiny backwater burg of Fell's Church? You know what I mean?
Where did he get all the money?
It's not like it's New York.
Elena,
I wouldn't think this place had a huge art
scene.
scene.
It's polite to discuss how people make their money.
Well, whatever.
You know, some people get quite angry over such questions.
The gallery had like 5 people as guests, including like a middle-aged woman and her 7-year-old niece. Oh, she's like, it's impolite to talk about how people make their money. Anyway, here's how he made his money. Yeah, Ring of Power.
Have you ever
One
heard
ring
of
to rule
something
them
called
all.
a Ring of Power?
Yes, Elena, I've read Lord of the Rings.
A ring of power? Well, if it isn't something out of one of the Saturday morning cartoons, it certainly sounds
Why does
like
she
something
know more
magical,
about
doesn't it?
Saturday cartoons than
Mr. Gary
Lord of
Richards
the
might know
Rings,
about
a
that
book?
kind of thing. I believe your friend Bonnie McCulloch works for him, doesn't she?
Can you tell me something about the Druids?
Well, Druids were priests in ancient Gaul, Britain, and Ireland. Today they're pictured as magicians or wizards. I think we have a book about them in the history section if you're interested in learning more about them, Elena.
Actually, it was over there, Mrs. Grimsby. I've read it already. She really doesn't know the sections of her library that well. I'm beginning to doubt that she can even read. She didn't know Lord of the Rings. She doesn't know where the history section is. What is wrong with this lady?
Where can I find something about runes? You know, those Viking fortune-telling things?
Oh, in the history section, Elena.
Try the history section.
It was that.
But a rune isn't
Stop
necessarily
this.
something used to predict the future, Elena. You see, runes were the letters of old Germanic alphabets. And rune is also
Oh, I
the name
know.
of a
I've
Finnish
played
or
Nancy
Old
Drew,
Norse
Curse
poem.
of Blackmore Manor.
Bye.
Bye!
Stop.
Ooh, catalog of items. Fell's Church display. Photo of Walt Whitman. Old American flag. Confederate flag. Photo of married couple. Copy of murder poster. Photo of Mary Todd Lincoln. Confederate uniform. Harold Gray's uniform cap. Oh, Harold Gray was the old racist fiancé who escaped from his engagement by faking his own death because his fiancé was too progressive. I think that's the way the story went. Oh, Carnivores of the Dark. The great horned owl. He is pretty great. Designed to hunt at night, owls usually sleep during the day, usually seeking shelter in thick woods. Their eyes are very large and adapted to see with the faintest light. Their feathers are very soft, and the edges are shaped to reduce the sound of their flight so that they are almost silent. Where's your book on pigeons? Herbs and their uses. Vervain, verbena, ambrosifolia, also known as blue vervain, verbena, something that's cut off, dormillion, with hairy leaves and stems. These plants tend to spread outwards, forming a low, flat bush, blooming in early spring to fall. The flowers are pink, magenta, or purple. There are purple flowers outside my house. Maybe that's what that is. Vervain is commonly used in household remedies as a sedative, diuretic, and antispasmodic. It is very useful with virus colds or upset stomachs, promoting sweating and relaxation while settling the stomach. Oh boy. So if I want to be extra sweaty, just rub some vervain on me. It is also said that flowers promote clarity of thought and clearness of vision, preventing one from becoming distracted or swayed by outside influences, so it makes a nice plant for the study or sunroom. I haven't seen the diary book yet. Where is the Vampire Diary? Oh, it was right there. I was distracted by the Diary of a Zen Nun. McCullough, 1928. Dear diary, I met the strangest woman today while eating lunch in that little bakery in town. Thrilling. She seemed only a little older than me, but her eyes were so old. She came up to me and told me this poem with a stern warning that it should be remembered for the future. to summon the one who can forge the sharing of strength, bring the light of blue sky to the light of bright earth, beneath a ring of silver, in a place of new earth. What does it mean? I think the poem is very important somehow, so I must remember to write it into my spell book next to the spell of binding. Then I must hide that book. The magic in it is too powerful to fall into the wrong hands. No, I hope the pigeon hasn't found that book. All the way home I found myself thinking of the symbology. Forging a circle of sharing sounds like a reference to a ring. The ring of power, maybe. Wedding ring, or something like it. Circle of silver might mean a ring. Oh, she's going to explain the symbolism of the poem to me, thank you. New Earth might mean a garden, or on a darker level, where a place where Earth is made Earth again. A graveyard. 23rd October 1893. Dear Diary, the sky is so blue this morning. It looks like lapis. Hey! Maybe that's what... What? That's what? That's what? No! The cliffhanger! They can't leave me there. They can't leave it there! Oh my god. Oh no, wait, I wanted to go into the school. Is it nighttime already? Jeepers. Okay, well I guess I'm not going in there. I can't believe they lock the school with like a chain on the door. Jeez. No one's sneaking in to steal your American flag and picture of Walt Whitman. For goodness sake. See, I think this is Vervain. Oh my god, me and my family must be so sweaty. There's so much of it right outside. Okay, hopefully it's a new day now. Hope there haven't been any new pigeon attacks in the night. Let's go into the school proper now. By 2024, they would have renamed this high school 100%. Oh boy. Oh boy. Huh?
Hey now, what do you think you're doing? Haven't you anything better to do than vandalize school property?
I was just looking respectfully, sir. Well, not looking respectfully at the Confederate uniform and Confederate flag, because I do not respect that. But I was looking respectfully at your picture of Walt Whitman. Like, literally, what do you mean vandalizing? I was looking with my eyes. Oh, she's trying to get something out of the case. It's a matter of life or death. I met this guy at the hospital, and he told me that he was a vampire. He was killed by his own brother. Can you believe that? And now he's a vampire, and he has eternal life, and he said that there's a great evil in this town, in Fell's Church, and we need to stop it. It all has to do with the druids, and I need to find a ring of power so we can stop the great evil, because it's trying to steal that dagger that just got into town. You have to believe me, so you can see why it's so important. Yeah, he wouldn't buy that, because only like a teenage girl would buy that kind of story. No offense to teenage girls. I was one once.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what I was thinking. I'll just be going now.
I swear to God, I did not click on that case.
Who put a pretty thing like you up to this? Your boyfriend? Well, you better start doing your own thinking, girlie, or you're going to get into trouble.
Don't call me girly, and don't call me pretty.
I ever saw you.
Yeah, maybe she should think about Damon telling her to do things. Or Stefan, sorry, Stefan. I keep confusing the two. Are they just upset that I'm like literally clicking to look closer? Is that what it is? I just want to look at the picture of Walt Whitman. That should be a subtle hint to maybe like think twice before listening to the conventionally attractive. Honestly, I think he's conventionally average, but for the sake of this game, because I think he's supposed to be, we'll say, conventionally attractive man that you met like 5 minutes ago who tells you to, you know, fight the great evil by looking for the ring of power. Maybe think twice about what he's telling you to do. What's down here? Oh, a skeleton. Is this Damon's classroom? Ooh, a tapeworm. Gross. I like the funky music that plays in here. Okay, I'm blowing this popsicle stand. Let's go back to... Actually, I want to go to my house in the day and try to take these... Oh, they're not purple. They just look purple at night. But it said they could be pink. Is that not Vervain? Fine. Let's go back to the art gallery. Any Vervain here? It's very pretty. Lots of flowers. Oh yes, this little undiscovered artist. It's so good of Mikhail to feature these unknown up-and-coming artists. He's such a good guy. He's so charitable to, like, you know, people who haven't had their chance in the limelight yet. You know, if he wasn't here, who would be featuring this art? No one. No one. These artists would all go undiscovered. No one would ever know who they were. He's truly such a good guy. Now these artists will get their shot, even though his gallery is in the tiny town of Fells Church, Virginia, where surely no one really wants to go on vacation, because, like, what's there to see? There's, Robert E. Lee High School. Boy. Can't wait to go there on my vacation. There's a hospital. Exciting stuff. I love visiting hospitals when I'm on vacation. There's a church in Fells Church. Can you believe it? Yeah, not much else. I feel like if you want to go somewhere on vacation, there's got to be at least 2 reasons to go there. You can't just go there because they've got one art gallery that's like 3 rooms. Hello, Caroline.
Why, Elena? How nice of you to drop by. I do hope your little sister's feeling better. Well, feel free to look around. Though I doubt you have the money or the taste to buy anything here.
You're looking particularly mean today, Caroline. I'm not sure why you're so mad at me, Caroline. Maybe it's because of the way you talk to her, Elena. Consider that.
You won't sell many paintings if you talk to your customers like that, Caroline.
Oh, now that's a laugh. Am I supposed to think you're a customer? Okay. Look around if you want. By the way, who was taking care of little Margaret while Big Sister's out shopping?
Oh, like you care.
I do hope she's feeling better. Now, what do you really want, Elena?
I see she hasn't updated the playlist at all. Tell me about the dagger.
Have you heard anything
Did
about
you know
that
we
new
have to
dagger
use it to
Gary
defeat
Richards
the
has
great
added to his
evil?
collection? Has
Oh
Mikhail
no, the
mentioned
great
it?
evil wants it. Sorry, I got confused.
What Mikhail does and doesn't tell me is none of your business, Elena. But yes, I have heard of the Brasov dagger. It's supposed to bring its owner ultimate power or something, but I wouldn't count on it. The Baron or whoever...
The Baron?
had to
Who's
sell
the
it just to keep a
Baron?
roof over his head. And you can forget about the part about immortality, too. Because I heard the old geezer who had the dagger before the Baron dropped over dead holding the dagger. So, it all sounds totally bogus to me.
Oh,
Now,
totally
is there
bogus.
something else I can do for you?
Totally
or can
bogus,
get
I
back to work
agree.
now?
Thank you for all the lore, Caroline. Yeah, what did Mr. Smith say to you when you were in the car? Did he try anything? Should I be
Mr.
concerned?
Smith gave you a ride home from the hospital, right? What do you know about him?
Do you know, for instance, that he's a
What's the matter,
vampire?
Elena? Jealous? Didn't you get anywhere with that?
Oh, I
hospital?
got pretty far, honestly.
I guess it can't
I
hurt to
know
tell
his
you what I
deepest,
know about
darkest
Damon.
secrets.
Let's see. He's 20.
No, he's not.
He's
No,
studying
he's
to be a
not. More like
teacher at William
120. No,
He's
if they were
supposed
like
to
the
go to Yale or
15th century,
something.
he'd be way more than
He likes to
120.
fly, and he can drive with his knees. All other information is confidential.
Wait, he can
Now, is there something else you wanted, or can I get back to work?
he can drive with his knees. What was he doing with his hands while he was driving with his knees, Caroline? He's your teacher. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm calling the police. It's not okay. I'm gonna look up how old he is. Okay, this is 1996. Let's be generous and say that Damon was born in he died in 1496 when he was, 20? 20 is very young to become a teacher, even if you're actually like 420. 420 belays it, am I right, Damon? Anyway, that's very young to be a teacher, even in a backwater burg like Fells Church. He's 520 years old. That's quite a problematic age gap, not gonna lie. He's at least 520, because that's like 1496, so the very end of the 15th century. It doesn't look good for Damon. And poor Caroline. He's taking advantage of you. He's a predator in more ways than one. He just wants your hot blood. Caroline, can't you realize that?
That's a rune over there, isn't it? Bonnie would sure like that for her birthday.
You
How much is
liar.
it?
Can't she just admit that she wants a
Forget it,
room?
Elena. It's a very rare piece. It's from Scotland, and it's over 200 years old. Almost as old as Mr. Tanner.
Who's Mr.
You would need a
Tanner?
truckload of money to buy it, and even if you could afford it, I certainly wouldn't give it to Miss Psychic Space Cadet.
Miss Psychic Space
She would just lose
Cadet.
it. Or worse yet, use it in that stupid little fortune-telling act of hers. Now, if I could assist you in some other way, let me know. Otherwise, I really do need to get back to work.
I like that the way they call each other, like, Miss something something something. It's cute.
Fine. I'm out of here.
Later, Elena. Much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, babe. I get the feeling that Caroline and Elena were a lot closer than Elena currently is with Bonnie. Just the vibe I'm picking up on. Because you gotta know each other quite well to be able to insult each other that cuttingly. You know what I mean? Jeepers creepers. Look at this demonic vampire child. I bet that's the one painting Mikhail painted himself. He's the young up-and-coming artist he wants to feature. Well, he's not young, but I mean, he could be young compared to Damon and Stefan. Again, I was trying to type frenemy to lovers because, you know what? Currently, Caroline and Elena are both kind of having flirtations with 520-year-old vampires. It would be much more appropriate if they dated someone their own age, like, for example, each other. I'm sensing some tension between them, maybe some romantic tension.
Why, Elena? How nice of you to drop by. I do hope your little sister's feeling better. Well, feel free to look around, though I doubt you have the money or the taste to buy anything here.
She wants me so bad. Let's check out the boarding house. Look at all these tools. I could use them to kill vampires. Pitchfork a vampire. Scissor a vampire. In more ways than one, maybe. Never mind. Okay, let's visit the titular Fells Church Cemetery. It's very spooky out here. Some would say ooky spooky. Oh, who's this? Oh, it's Mrs. Flowers, right?
I thought I might find you out here today. Did you come to see me, child? Or to talk with your parents?
Oh my god, is everyone in this town psychic?
How did you know I would be here today?
Just a feeling old ladies sometimes get.
What the hell is she talking about? She's like 45.
Intuition. I just call it.
Old lady.
Should I leave you alone to talk to your parents?
How did you know that I come to talk to my parents?
I'm the caretaker of this cemetery, Elena. Very little goes on here that I don't notice. I make sure no one disturbs the dead, and I give them just enough news of the living to keep them quiet. Though I rarely have to talk with your folks. They always seem to know just what's going on, because you're a good daughter who hasn't forgotten them.
She doesn't look like a cemetery caretaker. She looks like the owner of a small town coffee shop called like the Warm Mug or something, with like a shelf of like battered board games. You know what I mean? And little mismatched mugs. What do you mean it keeps them quiet? Are the dead rising?
What do you mean?
Do I have to also fear the Walking Dead as well as vampires and feral pigeons?
It's a big responsibility, Elena. I tidy up the graves and chat with the occupants as I go along. There are far too many here who have no one left to remember them. Many of them long for the lives they left behind, especially the ones who died suddenly or were young. There's uneasiness in the air whenever they're neglected for too long.
This is just too weird. I can't believe she thinks that's weird. But when Damon told her he was a vampire, she was like, Stefan. Oh, Stefan, how can I help you? There's weirder stuff going on in town right now, Elena.
What happens when they've been neglected too long?
Thankfully, I can't say for certain. I've been watching over this graveyard for more than 30 years now.
So she started when she was 15?
Uneasy feelings. I have heard stories, but those are best saved for stormy nights, inside by a nice warm fire, the way all ghost stories are.
You had me at ghost stories. Tell me.
Ghost stories? What sort of ghost stories?
Oh, stories of revenge, or unrequited love, or poor tortured souls longing to return to unfinished lives. But they're not the sort of stories to tell here by any means. So, what brings you all the way out here today?
I don't think I need to talk to her right now.
I should go now, Mrs. Flowers. I'll see you later, okay?
All right. Take care, Elena.
Keep your secrets, your secret ghost stories. Adelaide Chambers. She was the one who was engaged to the racist. That's spooky. Scariest thing I can think of. Racism. In memory of Frenchie LeMay. May he rest with Buddha. I want to know the lore of Frenchie LeMay. John Dawes escaped the massacre. What massacre? What's the significance of the graves they choose to feature, I wonder? Ben, Nissa. Who are they? What's their story? Their ghost story? Oh, so this is the infamous church. They haven't even tried to upkeep it. It's kind of lame, to be honest. For the whole town to be named after it, I was expecting something a bit more impressive. Oh, I gotta remove that because when I fall from the bell tower later, I wouldn't want to be impaled on the fence. The Pied Piper? What does the Pied Piper have to do with anything? Do I have to be worried about rats as well? Wait, people call pigeons the rats of the air. I'm going to play like a flute and lure away the pigeon from the town. That's the plan. That's the play. Ooh. This owl has a key. A what? He actually did! Unless that's a picture of a pigeon. It's down here. This is the place from the intro. Where the camera's going woo, and he went down, and in the basement there was a coffin, and inside the coffin, a vampire.
I can use that here.
What? Open it. I want to see the vampire. Expose the vampire to the elements. It's not time yet, I suppose. We will awake the vampire when we're ready. If you were a vampire, what would your vampire name be? Like, you know, like a Stefan Salvatore type name. Oh, it's a ghost! Go away, ghost! I'm not your racist fiancé. What does she want from me?
I can't use that here.
Oh, nothing. She just wanted to spook me. Thanks for the spookening, Adelaide. I appreciate it. So I can't steal the gold coin from her grave. Alright.
Must be pretty important if you came all the way out here to find me. What can I do for you, child?
There's so much to ask her about. What does she mean I'm looking for silver and lapis for a project? I don't... What do I need silver and lapis for? I feel like I'm not caught up with what's going on in her mind.
Silver and lapis for a project.
I thought I'd been, like, reading the lore and such.
I'm afraid silver and lapis are too fancy for me.
I'm just a humble cemetery caretaker.
I'm sorry. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Have you seen the newspaper article on Mr. Richards' collection? Now he's got some weird dagger. Pretty creepy, huh?
That boy and his collection.
That boy?
The dagger must be what Gary was so fired up about.
Oh, they're definitely
I just hope he's careful with that thing. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No one else would call a grown man boy unless they were f***ing. Tell me about the druids, Mrs. Flowers. You're a strange woman.
Do you know anything about druids?
Tell me about strange stuff.
I'm an old lady who reads a lot.
Why does she keep calling herself old?
Gary Richards collects artifacts.
Maybe she's a vampire. Because she really doesn't look a day over 45. But maybe she's like 645, really.
And astrology, and herbs and healing.
Is everyone in this town a vampire? Or a psychic? or some other supernatural being? Am I the only normal human whose only supernatural power is that I've been on a trip to Europe? Yeah, where can I get a loan? Something at the gallery I have to have. Have you considered theft, Elena?
Mrs. Flowers, how can someone my age get a loan? There's something at the gallery.
Not that I'd endorse it, but you know, it's an adventure game. This isn't real life. We can have a little theft as a treat in these kind of role-playing games. Yeah, she's a humble cemetery caretaker. She can't even afford silver earrings. Thanks for nothing. Maybe I should see Stefan for an update. It's been a little while. I wonder if he has any more lore to dump on me.
I've been worried about you, Elena.
No.
Power's growing stronger.
Oh no.
I can feel it. Look, just promise me that you'll be careful from now on, okay? Tell me what you've discovered. Maybe I can help you.
Oh, I have so much to update him on. Oh, I did not pay enough attention when reading the diary of Bonnie's grandmother. Or maybe Elena is just better at literary interpretation than me, and I have like a whole university degree in that. I did not realize. I think I have silver and lapis. Didn't I pick up the lapis brooch? And I've got so many metal things in my inventory. Surely one of them is silver.
According to the diary of Bonnie's grandmother, I need silver and lapis for
Does he even know who Bonnie
but I don't have any
is?
silver or lapis.
Does that mean anything
I need
to
to summon
him?
the ring maker once I have the ingredients.
Yes, Stefan? He's thinking. He's thinking.
Silver and lapis is a very powerful combination, Elena. You should own both the silver and lapis yourself, and they should be irreplaceable.
He's telling them I have those items already. I think that's a hint.
Them up helps give power to the spell. Is there anything else I can help you with?
So I have to donate my Claire's mood ring for the spell.
But what about this ring maker person? How will I know who
It's
it is?
Claire herself.
I'm sorry, Elena. I don't know enough
Useless.
about the magic.
You've been alive for 500 years. You should know everything
I do
in
know
that amount of
a
time.
ringmaker must be present in order to complete a ring of power. Is there anything else I can do to
I
help?
really don't understand this ring of power stuff.
I read about the Brazoff dagger in the paper, Stefan. They said it had something to do with immortality. But that doesn't sound right. What can you tell me?
What do you mean it doesn't sound right? Yes, Stefan? I'm waiting, Stefan.
It was forged centuries ago with black sorcery. It's an evil weapon.
I think it's kind of suspicious that he knows more about the Brasov evil dagger than the Ring of Power.
Dagger is used to kill one final victim. Then the dagger gives up its magic and grants ultimate power to the user. What else can I do to help?
I love that he says that after talking about, like, oh, the Brasov dagger needs to kill a final victim, and then it grants the user ultimate power, and then what else can I do to help? Like, he's like a worker at Home Depot and just helped you find, like, the right paint color you wanted or something. Can I help you with anything else today, ma'am? Did she tell me that?
Bonnie told me that one of her grandmother's runes is missing,
Okay.
Stefan. You wouldn't know where I could find it, would you?
I think it's in the gallery. I think Mikhail stole it from Bonnie, from her grandmother. What an evil man, Stefan. Do you have any ideas, Stefan? Please. Please, Stefan.
Sweet Elena.
Sweet Elena.
I'm a vampire, not a seer. I haven't seen Bonnie's missing rune, but I can tell you something about them. My father, back in Florence, used to use them from time to time, mostly for business decisions.
I just realized something. Hold on.
Runes are highly personal, you know. Two people can look at the same set of runes and come up with two completely different meanings. And you know the funny thing about that is that they would both be right. It's all a matter of belief. Is there anything else I can do to help?
It's all Amar business decisions of belief. Wise words, Stefan. I just wondered, is that ring on my little pointer finger the ring of power? No, I think he's saying we have to complete the ring of power. It's very confusing. Yes, I have found
I think
the
I
ring.
found a rune to replace the one Bonnie is missing, but it's for sale in Mikhail's art gallery. I need a whole lot of money to buy it. Can you lend me the money, Stefan?
You wouldn't happen business decisions utterofbelief.n.
Anything I have, I would gladly lend you, Elena. Even my heart. But I have no use for money. So
What do you mean you have no use for money?
I'm sorry.
You live in a capitalist
Is there anything else I can do to
society,
help?
Stefan. I don't care that you're a vampire. Capitalism still exists. You've got a job. Why would you have a job if you had no use for money? Get out of here, Stefan.
I'll be back soon, Stefan. I promise.
I'll be waiting for you to come back, Elena.
This is a highly inappropriate relationship. You're 520 years old. That's 513 years older than me, if my math is right, and it's probably not. No, 503 years older than me, if I'm 17. That sounds right. Math friends, let me know. I love that they treat us to this certified banger whenever I open the menu. I think we should break into Gary's house now. I think it's time. Now I can get into the room he didn't want me to go into. And I could steal his egg. He left the fire going. That's a fire hazard. I've got a few words to say to you about fire safety, Gary.
Be careful, Elena.
What?
You could get badly hurt doing that. Now go back and talk to Bonnie. I don't have time to babysit.
You're not supposed to be here. It's nighttime. Why was he there? What do you mean badly hurt? How dangerous is your house, Gary? I'm going back. You think you can banish me from your house, Gary? Think again. You can't keep me away. I will discover your secrets.
You have no business in there, young lady.
Okay, apparently he can banish me. Back to the drawing board. Oh my god, there was a secret door. Oh, why is he keeping these secret? Are they stolen? Maybe Gary's the great evil. You can't spell great without 3 of the letters from Gary. Gary, great evil? Coincidence? I think not. I'm figuring things out over here. I'm so wise. Okay, we're in his secret dangerous room that he doesn't want me to— oh my god. He wasn't kidding, it is dangerous. Gary, why do you have a pit in your house? Explain this to me. Why do you have this? What architect built your house yet? I mean, no wonder he said it was dangerous. Jeepers, he wasn't messing around. Put this down. Aha. Oh. What? Did I just get sucked into the painting? What is going on? You know, I think Gary should open his house up as a museum. He has so many, interesting artifacts in here, and it would give people another reason to visit Fell's Church along with the art gallery. You know, you could have a whole day of it. Go to the Gary Richards Gallery, then to the art gallery. But I guess the massive pit in his house would cause a real problem. That's a major health and safety hazard right there. It would be quite problematic if he tried to open this to the public. Look at all these great artifacts. Look at this little guy on a horse riding like a bull. How cool is that? The public deserves to see it, Gary. They deserve to see this little guy riding a horse, riding a bull. Don't gatekeep it. Look at this. What the heck is this little freak? But the public deserves to see this little freak. Are these artifacts haunted? Is this another pit? I think this is another pit. Oh! It's the dagger, the Brasov dagger. Need to rappel down there like Mission Impossible. Oh, I'm on the other side now. I jumped across, I leaped. That looks like another secret door. I know these things. I can identify a secret door when I see one. Did that open the secret door? Yes, it did. Senior detective material right here. I'm gonna get this dagger and gain eternal life and ultimate power for myself. Also, I think Stefan's wrong about the evil power growing. We haven't heard anything about any pigeon attacks at all recently. He's been awfully quiet. You know, I think we might be safe. I think we might be out of the danger zone. Oh, there's an eerie aura in here. An eerie and mysterious aura. Oh my god, look at these slugs. The mysterious, esoteric slugs. What did they say? Oh! Ooh, a puzzle. Slugs? Do you know what's going on here? Can you give me a hint? Hint, slugs? Okay, and here's where I reveal to you that I've actually been using a guide this whole time because I didn't want to be sitting here for 6 hours stuck in the Vampire Diaries video game. So it says that I have to touch the circle, moon, triangle, square, and then star. I don't know how you would know how to do that. I know how to do that because of the guide. Oh, thunder, lightning indoors. What? What's happening? There's all sorts of noises. Ah, the dagger. Ultimate power will be mine. I will have eternal life. Wait, why is it still in there? I think that's a little bit of an error. I can hear someone breathing. I don't like it. Who's breathing in my ear? Stop breathing in my ear, please. Maybe it's the pigeon. He's right behind me, isn't he? I think I can leave now. Where's the door? Where's the door out? Oh heck. I'm lost. I'm stuck inside here forever. Yes, I have eternal life and ultimate power, but only within this one room. Okay, that's fine. I found the exit. It's all good. It's all good. Oh my god. No, it is not all good. This is terrifying. Tag yourself. Which horrifying baby are you feeling today? I think I'm feeling the first baby with the terrifying grimace. Like that, you know? Let's blow this popsicle stand. Ultimate power is in my grasp. Oh. Oh shit.
What on earth are you doing here at this time of night?
I was stealing ultimate power and eternal life for myself,
and you're
Gary.
lucky you haven't gotten yourself killed already.
Yeah, I did fall down to your
What have you got
pit.
to say for yourself?
Your deep pit.
Is Bonnie part of
Yeah,
this?
it was all Bonnie. It was all Bonnie, Gary. She put me up to this. Bonnie is entirely at fault. I guess it's time for me to go. What if I just say that? Can I save? Oh, well, I feel like this might be a mistake. Let's see what happens.
I guess it's time for me to go.
Don't think that I'm not going to report this to the police, Elena. So you better figure out what you're going to say to them. And your aunt.
I'm gonna say Bonnie did it. It was Bonnie's fault. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have talked to him more. Okay, I'm reloading. I will quickly go through this section, and then I will properly talk to him. Instead of just being like, peace out, Gary. I don't have to explain myself to you. Wait, I reloaded and he didn't pop up. What? What? Okay, well... See ya, sucker. Okay, well, I mean, I did everything the same. Hopefully that won't softlock me. Now we're breaking into the school. We're just breaking in everywhere. I've just turned full delinquent. I'm a rebel. Rebel with a cause, and the cause is stopping the great evil / feral pigeon. Oh my god, what is he doing in here so late at night? Dude, you scared me. Why is he looking down at me like that?
To find you
Am I on
here,
the floor?
Elena. Didn't you listen to what my little brother told you? The ineffectual protector that he is. Well, surely you know it isn't safe out at night in Fell's church anymore. Can't you guess why?
I'm sorry, I just can't find Damon threatening. He's just got such, like, a dweeby aura to him. Like, I really can't imagine him as, like, an over-earnest high school biology teacher. Or, you know, even more so, I can see him being, like, a second grade teacher and leading kids in, like, a clapping game. That's just the vibes he exudes. Or, like, alternately, like, he's, like, a waiter at Red Robin, just really wanting to get a tip and being overly, like, friendly. That's his vibe. His vibe is not scary vampire. You monster! Preying on innocent children. Yeah. Like Caroline when you were driving with your knees, you creep.
Oh, I can guess why, you monster. But Stefan said that preying on innocent children was forbidden even to you.
Monster, is it? You hardly
Monster?
know me.
I hardly even know
What
her.
poison has my brother been putting into your ear about me? Very little is forbidden to me, Elena. I'm not a coward like Stefan, but I prefer my conquests to be better aged like fine wine.
That reminds me, I've got the wine list right here if you want to check it out. Stefan isn't a coward. He's kind and gentle. Not at all like you. You barely know him, Elena. Come on now. You've known him for like 2 days. Please. She totally fell for him and he went, "You know, Elena, I'd give you anything." He's in my heart. We're the only vampires here in Fell's Church. You don't know that. You don't know that. What about Mrs. Flowers, who's like, "Oh, I'm such an old lady at 44 years old. Positively ancient." Sounds like a vampire to me.
You and Stefan are the only vampires
you don't know it's a
here in
vampire.
Fell's Church, and he's not the attacker.
It's a pigeon, I swear to God.
How can you be so sure of that? What if I
Don't
were to tell you
put your
that Stefan
face
is
so
an even
close
bigger
to me,
liar than I
please.
am?
Also,
Maybe Stefan doesn't know everything.
they said he's 20 years old. He doesn't
Maybe
even
we're
look
not the
20
only
years old.
vampires in Fell's
He
Church.
looks older than 20.
Or maybe none of that even matters anymore. Sweet Elena.
He's got his fangs out. Why do they both like to call me Sweet Elena? Oh no. Look at my beautiful hair, though. I've got such good hair. Even if I died, at least my hair looked great. It would suck if you died on, like, the day before wash day. You know what I mean? Okay, I get the impression that was not what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to wait for him and to, like, hide somewhere, says the walkthrough. These things are not obvious. Can I go inside the case now? Can I look up close at the picture of Walt Whitman? The audacity of them to have a Confederate flag and a picture of Frederick Douglass in the same case. Unbelievable. Wait, what's happening? Oh, hide, hide. Have the footsteps stopped? It's hard to tell under the groovy tune. I think I'm okay. Can I get out? Top tier hiding spot. No one would think to look behind the Confederate flag. Good, he's not here. B-. You need more info. Wow, Damon is a hard marker. What does that say? Chess games? This is again something I would not think to do without the walkthrough, but apparently I am supposed to engage in some vandalism and theft. And take the uniform cap? I don't really want to do a Confederate soldier cosplay, thanks. Thank God vampires can't get me here, they need to be invited in, but the pigeon still could. Remember, he did come into my room and scratch my face with psychic wounds and leave behind a feather. Well, we need to go find the ghost again. And, oh shoot, it's still nighttime. And convince her that I'm her missing racist fiancé. That's an important next step in our investigation to fight the great evil. It's essential, really. Don't ask me why. If you don't know, that's a you problem, baby. Because I really understand everything that's going on right now. I am fully on board with the story. I have full comprehension of everything. It's me, your missing racist fiancé. Really? Oh right, I have to summon the ghost first with my shovel, because she's scared of shovels. She really doesn't like shovels. No, it's me, your racist missing fiancé. Oh, it is him. We're reuniting them. Wow. I'm so glad this racist ghost gets to rest in peace. I feel so good about this. Can I dig up her grave now and rob it? I like that we have to justify robbing her grave by reuniting two ghostly lovers in a game that really doesn't have anything to do with ghosts. Thank you for your ghost money. Apparently it's time to unearth the vampire. I'm so ready. Wait, what item do I use to open this? Oh, I wouldn't have expected that. Wait, I'm the vampire. Oh, I went inside a secret chamber. The real vampire was inside you all along. I'm finding so many secrets. Oh my god. There's far too much creepy child laughter in this game. There's not even a child in this picture unless this adult man is supposed to be a child. Oh, Apparently that's a keyhole. Thank God for this guide. See, that's what would get me stuck for like 6 hours in this game, not being able to find that alleged keyhole. What's this? Is that a statue of the feral pigeon? The rabid pigeon? Those are pigeon noises. Oh. Flower, lizard, snake, owl, ladybug. What does it mean? Oh, walkthrough's like another easy puzzle. Oh, remember the food chain in biology class? I do not. When did I see that? You know, Damon hasn't taught any classes since he's been here. All he's done is hit on and prey on underage girls, so he didn't have time to teach me the food chain. Candle as dark as the forces of night, the smoke of vervain to prepare for the fight. Dagger made with a sorcerer's skill must be in hand of the one who will, on a silent owl feather, send out a call, and from the runestones draw power for all. First, Thurazaz, for the forces that come, then Manaz, the one to do what needs to be done, and Yuraz next for the strength it will take, then Heol to perform and not hesitate. Oh, these are the runes. Finally, Prudro, and all 5 will burn, to let go of all, and all spirits return. When the spell if cast, and the dark power nigh, then light must be sacrificed, or all will die. Twice must the darkness be bound and held, second by the stone, first by the spell. With power given through silver and blue, love will triumph in the world made new. Banger poetry. Banger. Walt Whitman would be proud. We've got another poet in Fells Church, people. Is that all that's in this spooky little room? I guess so. Is that a bird face? A pigeon face? Oh, these are the runes. Okay. Got it. Herd chef. What's this? Oh my god. Oh my god, that's in poor taste. It's a child skeleton, and again you hear some creepy child laughter. I already thought there was too much creepy child laughter in this game, and they had to add even more and be like, you know what this game needs? A dead child. Great. Thank you. That makes me feel really good. Hello, Mrs. Flowers. Or should I say Mrs. Vampire? I asked her about vampires. I asked her about runes. I asked her about a loan. Yeah, let's ask her about vervain.
You wouldn't happen to know what vervain is, would you, Mrs. Flowers?
I mean, you would know that. You read the book, Elena. She's very selective about what she knows and doesn't know.
But I also have some.
Oh, you must be very sweaty. What deodorant do you use? Do you have any recommendations?
I really need some vervain, Mrs. Flowers. Would you let me have some, or could I buy some from you?
If it were any herb but vervain, I would gladly give it to you, Elena. But vervain loses its power if it's sold or given away. The only way for it to retain its strength is if you grow it yourself, or trade something of great value to the receiver. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's nonsense.
If I found something to trade for it, then could you give me some?
I will gladly trade you some vervain for something that will benefit me. Just let me know.
Okay, what can I trade for her? Oh, a beautiful antique mortar and pestle. Porter and pestle.
I've got something to trade for the vervain, Mrs. Flowers. It's a beautiful antique mortar and pestle I found in my attic.
How does she know that Mrs. Flowers loves mortar and pestles?
Would you trade for that?
Oh.
How wonderful, Elena. Of course you may have the vervain. Take it in good health, child, and bless you. What else can I help you with today?
I feel like I just got scammed. I feel like the value of the mortar and pestle is much more than the value of the vervain.
I'll see you later, okay?
All right. Goodbye, Elena.
Now, you remember in the vervain book in the library, it said that vervain brings on sweating. It encourages sweating. So now just imagine, for the rest of the game, Elena is sweating profusely. She is slick with sweat. She is moist, you could say. Keep picturing that in your brain. It's canon. Okay, let's go to the gallery. Oh, look who it is. The sexiest vampire in town.
Welcome to my humble art gallery. I am Mikhail Romanov, the proprietor. Please, feel free to look around, and if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask me.
You know, if I do have one critique for Mikhail, it's that, he's like 300 years old, and he still doesn't have a suit that fits him right. Come on, dude. You've had time. What do you mean it's nice to finally meet you? We've met. I'm not a friend of Carolyn's.
It's nice
I'm
to
a
finally meet
frenemy
you, Mr. Romanoff.
of
I've heard so much
Carolyn's.
about you.
I'm afraid you have the advantage on me, dear young lady. You know my name, but I do not know yours.
What do you mean? We were introduced. I had that whole little petty cat fight with Carolyn. You were there. He was probably trying to pretend he was anywhere else. I like that. Just
yes, that's
not
true.
Even saying my name. Yeah, that's true. You don't know my name.
Ah, a woman of mystery. Something few men can resist. But I believe I can unmask you. Now, let me see. Few in Fell's church could rival your beauty. Your hair is blonde, not brunette. So you are not Meredith. And you are not Bonnie. So that would leave Elena. Am I right?
Oh, we got a detective on our hands. Also, I thought her hair looked brown to me from the cutscene we saw before. But, I guess colors are subjective to people. Oh my god, not another freaking psychic.
That's right. I'm Elena Gilbert. Are you a mind reader?
No, nothing like that, I can assure you. You have overlooked the fact that I have spent months with Caroline, your friend and my employee. And I must confess that I have an excellent memory for names and descriptions, especially when they are connected to attractive young ladies.
Please.
But tell me,
please, Mikhail.
How is your little sister?
I am much too young for you. All you vampires. What is with vampires and having crushes on, girls who are, way too young for them? They're not just way too young for them, as in their vampires are hundreds of years older, but they're also underage. Why does this happen so often? It's like Twilight, Vampire Diaries, other vampire media, I'm sure. It's why can't they be attracted to, someone like Mrs. Flowers, who's 45, which is still inappropriate considering the age gap, but why is it always, literal children? Honestly, if I was a vampire and I was that old, I would want, someone who was more mature, to be quite honest. Ideally, another vampire who could meet my own maturity level and, understand me on all levels. But no, somehow, it's always the underage human girls. Is that a prerequisite for being a vampire or something?
She's not getting better, and the doctors can't say why.
They don't have any experience with rabid pigeons.
No, I did not know. I am afraid I am still something of an outsider in this town. I have no idea how your sister fares.
He seems awfully
Unless
defensive
brings
about
me such
this.
News, I am unlikely to know it.
No, you don't understand. Is slang. I didn't think you knew about my sister.
Teaching a vampire the slang of the
see.
day.
It is more American slang. As you can see, I still have much to learn.
Don't worry, Mr. Romanoff. Americans have a hard time keeping up, too. I mean, Aunt Judith still calls things nifty, as if.
As if.
Perhaps one day you could tutor me in such things.
God, Aunt Judith is so
but for
uncool.
now,
Nifty.
Me,
Can you
what
imagine?
Do I owe the honor of your visit? How may I be of service today?
Should I tell him about the rune? Guide, give me a clue. Yes.
I'm interested in buying a rune you have for sale.
I'm not like other teenage girls. I'm interested in
yes.
runes and such.
Caroline mentioned that you had been looking at it. It is the rune Perth. If I have
I need to go to the library and look at the runes.
Too badly. It is made of ash wood, and probably came from somewhere in the Scottish Highlands. A friend at Columbia University dated it back to the late 1700s. I'm sure that Caroline told you that it is very rare and quite expensive. And to be candid, I doubt that it's anything that you could afford.
Mikhail, you don't know that I have a single gold coin in my pocket. I think that should be sufficient. I'm willing to ignore your rude assumption. Yeah, call him out.
I'm willing to ignore your rude assumption if you're willing to give me your old rune for my old gold.
Forgive me, Elena. It is very clear that I should never assume anything, especially regarding you. And of course, you are quite correct. The gold will be adequate payment for the room. Now, is there anything else I can help you with today?
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you for coming by.
She like yelled that in his
Come back
face.
soon. I look forward to seeing you.
No, stop, stop, stop. That's not appropriate. If I worked in this art gallery, I would lose my mind, considering the fact they seem to play only 2 songs on rotation the whole day. Like, that explains so much about why Carolyn is the way she is. Let's try to re-befriend Caroline.
I'm not sure why you're so mad at me, Caroline. Whatever it is, couldn't we just forget it and start over? I mean, we've been friends since kindergarten.
I don't think I can forget it. I'm tired of standing in your shadow, Elena. I've spent this summer discovering that my popularity doesn't depend on your permission. Now, since it is my job, is there something I can do for you? And just remember, friendship isn't for sale here.
Dang, I'm going home with my tail between my legs. She called
Fine,
me out.
I'm out of here.
Later, Elena. Much. Bye-bye.
Never forget, though, Caroline, I'm actually cooler than you because I've been to Europe. So don't forget that. I spent the whole summer in Europe, 2 months, so I'm actually the coolest person ever. So you'll never be able to beat that. I guess, unless you go to Europe yourself, but that seems unlikely. Okay, yeah, I wanted to go look at the rune book in the library again. Which ones do I need? Perdho and Uros were both ones, right? We need Manas. Where is Eel? I think that's the only one I don't have. They don't have Eel in this book. Heck. Guess I'll just have to do process of elimination. Hey, Bonnie. I robbed your employer's prized possession. How's it going?
You got the rune? Excellent. Just don't tell me where you got the money.
Yeah, you don't want to know. I robbed a grave,
No, I'll
Bonnie.
prove to you that I'm not nuts, though. Let me mix up the runes and lay out a pattern. Oh, but before I start, Elena, I have to tell you that runes aren't like tarot cards. This isn't exactly your future. It's what could be your future. But it is possible to change it as long as you don't freak, okay? So here goes nothing.
Oh, look at her. She's channeling the psychic powers.
Beware, Elena. You are vulnerable.
Wait, is Bonnie's
Love is your
grandmother
weakness.
speaking through her? Oh, that's so creepy.
Time is running out, but you must be strong. The wrong choice will be the doom of all. Power is a circle, Elena. Silver and blue.
Lapis
Your
and
key to
silver.
salvation lies in the land of death.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I don't want to go to the land of death.
You must descend into
I
darkness.
want to go to the land
before
of
you will
joy
find
and
the
rainbows. I
Did
mean,
that
that
help?
sounds really
I
sinister,
hope so.
Bonnie.
Listen, Elena, I don't feel so well. Why don't you take the runes? Maybe if you study them, you'll understand the reading.
The cemetery at night. This is spooky. Oh, what?
Elena! Good heavens, child, what's happened to you? You shouldn't be out here at night.
Well, you shouldn't be out here at night either, Mrs. Flowers. Didn't you hear there's a rabid pigeon on the room? Uh-oh. What happened? Was I drugged? Okay, and I wouldn't have noticed this, but according to the walkthrough, the guide, I have lost my silver and my lapis. Oh heavens, whatever shall I do? I'm calling the police. Hello, police? Oh no, that's right. There's only like 5 buildings in Svel's church, and none of them are our police station. We're screwed. I gotta do this by myself. I've gotta be the anti-vampire police, or the vampire police, I suppose, because some of the vampires are good. Where the heck is my lapis and my silver? Mrs. Flowers, do you know? Did you steal them from me?
Did you find a ring in the cemetery the other night?
Oh, the ring was
made
both
of silver
silver
and
and lapis. That was very handy.
I haven't found any jewelry at all. The only thing I found in the cemetery was you, Elena, and you nearly frightened me to death. You're very lucky you weren't hurt.
Well, I mean...
What else might I do for you?
That would have been very convenient if he'd been frightened to death. He would have already been in the cemetery.
I should go now, Mrs. Flowers.
Okay, now we just gotta ask more people if they've seen my ring. Well, we're getting close to the end. We're getting close to defeating the great evil and banishing the rabid feral pigeon.
I'm so glad you're here, Elena. I can't wait to show you what all I've been working on this summer. It's so awesome. What do you want to see first?
Not interested, Bonnie. My life is much more interesting than yours.
I went to the graveyard at night, just like your grandmother said in her diary, and I did the ring ceremony. But
I'd be a little concerned if my friend was like, I'm like role-playing your grandmother. What do I do?
You went to the cemetery at night? Alone? You're either braver or stupider than I thought, Elena.
I'm not afraid of any rabid pigeon, Bonnie. I'm very brave. Stefan said so.
Why don't you ask Mrs. Flowers about it?
I did.
I mean, she's there all the time, you know. And I don't know anything about your ring of power or whatever. Maybe you're supposed to click your heels together and say, there's no place like home.
The audacity of Bonnie being like, this is nonsense.
Sound a lot like me
when
lately.
she's like literally a psychic who channels her grandmother's spirit and reads runes, and she's like, Elena, even you're getting a bit too freaky and supernatural for me. Get out of here, Bonnie. Bonnie, we're not friends anymore. I've decided you and Carolyn can live together in the ex-friends of Elena, the coolest, hottest, prettiest, most interesting girl in school. The ex-friends basket. That's where I'm relegating you. Okay, who else do I ask? And Judith and Stefan. Well, good. I haven't talked to Stefan for a while. I miss his esoteric nonsense.
Oh,
it's very entertaining.
Here, sweetie. I've been so worried about you. There's been another
Not
attack.
another
I was afraid you might have
attack.
been hurt too.
Who? Did they see the pigeon? I'm fine, but anyway, how's
I'm
Stefan?
fine.
Where's
There's
Stefan?
nothing for you to worry about. Have you seen Stefan around lately?
Oh, the handsome assistant. No, I haven't seen him for a while, but I'm sure he's here. I am
He doesn't seem to be
glad you're
doing a
safe,
lot to
Elena.
help my little
Please
sister,
promise me that you'll be extra careful
who
for a
is still
while.
on the same
I
pose,
don't know what
looking
I'd do if you got hurt
deceased.
too.
Yeah, that's what she thinks about the ghost story.
Do you remember the old ghost story about Adelaide Chambers, Aunt Judith? A book in the library says she was buried with gold. Do you think it's true?
Adelaide Chambers, the Union girl and the Confederate soldier. I cried for days when I read that story. The mother threatened to take
Jeepers,
me
yeah.
to the
Oh
doctor.
my god! Wait, that's harsh. Like, it's not a
There was ever any
very
gold
sad or
around.
emotional story. Like, it's
Sure,
no
it's
Dirk
long gone by
Valentine
now,
and
if ever there was
Frances
any.
Humber.
After all,
But
everybody in Bell's
jeepers,
church has
what an
heard that story.
overreaction from her mother to be like, I'm gonna send you to the doctor. You're hysterical. What is this, like the 1870s? Get out of here. Have you seen my silver ring, Aunt Judith? I want
was
to get
looking
married
for a
to
silver
Stefan.
ring. Have you seen one, Aunt Judith?
Your class ring?
Oh my, it's my class
Oh,
ring.
Elena, how could you be so careless? Well, if you want to replace it, you'll have to save your own money
No, it
this
was
time.
stolen by a ghost,
to learn
Aunt
to take care
Judith.
of precious
You don't
things.
understand. I was like drugged by like a vampire at the cemetery, and when I woke up, my ring was gone. So yeah, a ghost stole it. It really wasn't my fault. It would be such a literal power move to use the ring of power as your like wedding / engagement ring. I think we should do that, Stefan.
See you later, Aunt Judith.
You're the only man who's seen the real me and seen my psychic wounds.
Please be careful. And be sure to be inside by dark.
Nah.
We don't know what this
I've
thing
been
is
out
that's
all
attacking
over the
this
place,
town.
Aunt Judith. I've been breaking into people's
don't take any
houses,
chances.
the school, stealing things. I've turned into a delinquent since you've left me alone to be in the hospital with my sick little sister, what's-her-face. I'm acting out, Aunt Judith. You're not even there to see it. You don't care. You don't care. Nobody cares. Except Stefan. Stefan, my beloved.
Power's growing stronger.
Yeah, I heard the pigeon
I can feel
attacked
it.
someone else.
Look,
it's not good.
Just promise me that you'll be careful from now on, okay?
I can't promise that,
Tell me what
Stefan.
you
I'm
discovered.
sorry.
Maybe I can help you.
What am I going to do,
I
Stefan?
did the ceremony?
I did the ceremony
What?
to summon the
No, I
Rainmaker,
didn't.
But nothing happened. And now I don't
I
have
did
the
not
silver
do
or
that.
the lapis or the ring of power.
You're a liar. Well, Stefan, what do you think about that? Help me.
I don't know what you can do, Elena. I haven't seen the silver, or the lapis, or any other ring. Perhaps the spell doesn't bring the Ringmaker. But I can't explain what happened to your jewelry. I'm sorry.
He is
there anything
so
else I can do to help?
useless. Thanks for nothing, buddy. I thought you loved me more than anything in the world. I thought I was your girl. I thought I was brave and beautiful. Why can't you help me, Stefan? Why are you utterly useless every time I need your help?
I'll be back soon, Stefan. I promise.
I'm beginning to doubt my love for you, Stefan.
Goodbye.
I'm beginning to doubt your love for me, in fact. Oh my god, we have to go somewhere else and ask someone else about the ring. We're gonna ask every single person in this town about this ring before long. It's been a while since we've seen Mrs. Grimsby, my favorite character.
Back again so
Because
soon,
I was,
Elena.
you know,
What can I do for you this time?
a book nerd in school and still am, so I get emotionally attached to librarians. Have you seen my ring, Mrs. Grimsby?
I'm
Please,
looking for a
you're my
ring
last
made of
hope.
silver and lapis. Have you seen one?
No one's turned anything in, Elena. I'll be on the lookout for it, though. You might try posting a flyer on the school bulletin board. If you offer a reward, maybe someone will return
No,
it.
Mrs. Grimsby, you don't understand. It's urgent. A great evil is going to destroy the town and kill everyone in it. I can't just post a flyer. I need to find it now. Okay, apparently now I just go home and take a nap. As anyone would do.
Bye.
When Bye.
Stop in
I love how
again
aggressive
anytime,
that
Elena.
is. I was gonna say, as anyone would do when faced with a great evil, the only thing you can do is take a nap. I know I just said it was urgent, but, you know, it's really not that urgent. I find that most of your problems go away after you take a nap. Maybe I won't even wake up again. Maybe the feral pigeon will kill me as I sleep.
Elena, wake up, girl. His power is getting stronger.
Wait, how does
He
Mr.
must be
Flowers
hurrying
know about
quickly.
this?
Use the
Not the
binding
pigeon.
spell, where he'll have the ultimate power he came for, and everyone will die, even Stefan.
No, not
Here,
the
take this
pigeon.
ring. You must take it. It's your only chance.
Did you find my ring, Mrs. Flowers? I love her, how dramatic she was that she had an oil lamp as if this was the 1800s. Gosh, Mrs. Flowers, wake up and smell the 1990s. I bet she says nifty and everything. She's totally like a vampire. She knows all about everything. How does she know? That's the only explanation. Okay, it's time for the ritual. Are you all ready? Oh my god, it's dramatic out here. What the heck is this weather? Oh, I'm scared. We have to stop the evil pigeon. Hurry. Hurry, Elena. Put the black candle on the candle holder on your left side. When I'm here, aha, black candle. It's there. Light it with the matches, which are apparently these. It's lit. Oh my god, that's a big flame for a candle. It must be one of those wood wicks. Burn the vervain. Oh, it's gonna be like a sauna in here. I'm gonna be drenched in sweat. I'm so sweaty. That was me wiping the sweat off my brow. It doesn't work. It's pouring down. Look at the floor. Push the symbols. Okay, we gotta do Thurzaz. Oh my god, this lightning is dramatic. Then Manaz. Then Uruz. Eel, which I think is this one. And Perdo. Did it work? Oh, the pigeon! Oh my god, Mikhail was the pigeon all along. What a plot twist. He has the power to turn into a pigeon. Did I summon him with that ceremony? Oh, he popped up like a little gopher.
Imagine meeting you in a place of death
like a
and decay
groundhog.
like this, Elena. But I'm really very impressed by you. I never guessed you would make it this far. But
So what
I'm
the heck is
afraid that
Damon doing in this story?
ingredients and the ring
Big fat
will do you
nothing.
no good. You're too late, Elena. I am too strong for you to defeat. Even with Stefan's help. But before you help me complete my quest, surely you have some questions.
I love when villains do this. Let me tell you my entire plan and explain all the plot holes to you, Elena. Why are you doing this? Because he wants ultimate power, obviously. What about Carolyn? She has to know what you are? How? Hopefully they just have a normal, like, work relationship. How would she know that he's a vampire who can turn into a pigeon? Let's ask why he attacked a child. Why
I still don't
attack a
understand,
child?
Mikhail. Why did you attack Margaret?
Children are filled with the full potential for life, Elena. They are not soured by its disappointments or made bitter by the anger of living. They are truly the vintage of life.
I see.
And your sister? She was the sweetest of
She was really good. He was just doing a wine
I'm sure
tasting,
that you would
basically.
be pleasantly reminiscent of that.
But in real life, it's the opposite. Like, it's like the aged wines that are, like, the tastiest. Let's ask about Caroline. I don't think she'd know. I really don't think she'd know.
What about Caroline, Mikhail? She has to know what you are. She'll bring help and they'll stop you.
They'll stop you.
Oh yes. Caroline would know what I am. Much more than that, Elena. You see, Caroline was behind the vampire too.
Oh my god.
She found that allowing me to feed on her blood from time to time was a small price to pay for...
She was really good at hiding that.
But I'm afraid I got a bit carried away tonight and used her strength entirely. They'll find her body in the art gallery in the morning.
No! She's dead before we could have our frenemies to lovers arc? Our friends to enemies to lovers arc? This is unbelievable. Wow, I can't believe he just casually drops that Caroline is dead. And then we just have to move on from that without reacting to the fact that my childhood friend is dead. Who will I have a catfight feud with now, Mikhail? Like, Bonnie isn't nearly up to, like, Caroline's level of sassiness. God, I can't believe you've removed part of my purpose from my life. What are you gonna do next, Mikhail? Destroy Europe? You evil, sick and twisted man.
Why? Because I never died, Elena. And I never intend to. My own
music
mother
is so
made me what
dramatic.
I am so that she would never experience the pain of losing her only child. But after centuries, when at last I fell in love with a woman worthy of being my mate for all time, she tried to destroy me. She killed the woman I loved. But she was not strong enough for me.
Okay.
So I killed her.
Wait, but why are you doing this, though?
And now...
Wait, that doesn't explain why he's doing this. Why did he tell me that he killed his mother?
I will at last have the ultimate power.
Oh.
Nothing will ever dare
Wait, he
threaten me
just...
again.
I just let him take that from
No
me.
human or vampire.
Oh no, I was the Deliveroo driver all along.
For the taking.
No, including Europe? Oh, Stefan in his Canadian tuxedo. Okay, I've got the dagger. Apparently I use it on the candle.
You're mine.
Oh. Die. Burn. Now the ring. No, wait, I wasn't quick enough. No, my inventory's too full. You don't understand. Try again. We'll try again. Try again. There's always second chances in life, right? Even if you get killed by an all-powerful vampire, there's always a second oh my god. No, we have to have this whole conversation again. Well, you don't, because I'll cut this out, but just know that I have to sit here for his whole monologue about how he killed his mother and he killed Caroline, and oh boy, I'm really evil. Okay, actually, before I cut, I have to comment, did you see he was wearing sneakers with his suit? Mikhail, you were supposed to be the cool vampire. And you chose to wear sneakers. Like, I think forgive you wearing an ill-fitting suit, but I can't forgive you pairing an ill-fitting suit with sneakers. That's the most disturbing thing of all. Bro, in like 300 years, you haven't learned how to have a fashion sense.
They are truly the vintage of life.
He's a little bit of a poet himself.
She was the sweetest of all.
Little bit of a Walt Whitman over here.
Pleasantly reminiscent.
That's gross, dude. That's fucking gross.
And now, with your blood, drawn by the brass of the... I will at last have the ultimate
Wait,
power.
why does my blood give him the ultimate power? Okay, dagger. Dagger. I'm ready. Cut the candle, dead ass. Okay, he's burning. Oh, ye old archaic explosion. We got him. Oh, Stefan exploded. Stefan! Oh, no, he somehow survived. Through the power of love.
Elena, I couldn't let you be here all alone.
Stefan, I love your double denim.
I couldn't stay away.
He's such a dork.
I gave up hope of ever finding someone centuries ago. And I met you.
I've known you for 3 days.
I didn't think we'd make it through this
We've
night.
barely had any conversations. But you're my soulmate, Elena. Honestly, contemplating spending eternity with this man, this like Ned of a man, I do not want eternal life. No thank you. No thank you. That sounds like my own hell on earth.
I'm so happy.
You're a teenager, Elena. You don't know what you want yet.
Considering the way things are, I have no right to ask. I mean, I'll understand if you say no. After all, I broke my promise. I left Margaret unprotected.
Who cares about what's her face? She wasn't even strong enough to fight off a pigeon. You know, it's survival of the fittest down here, and she's clearly not the fittest. I could send him off, but we gotta become a vampire. That's just the sexiest ending.
Don't you see, Stefan? If you hadn't distracted Mikhail, made him step into the circle, he would have killed me. He'd have his ultimate power by now.
Ultimate power.
Everything good, everything innocent would have been lost, and you'd be running forever.
What would have to be stuck with someone like me?
Not forever. Mikhail would have caught me eventually, but I wouldn't have cared. Not if he'd already destroyed you. There's so much like...
Like who, Stefan? Oh, this is a toxic relationship. He's projecting everything from his past love onto me. He's like, oh, Elena, you're so brave after talking to her twice, just because his old love was brave. This is embarrassing, Stefan. You should be embarrassed. And Elena,
like who,
you poor
Stefan?
girl. I pity you. This is not going to go well.
Like the angels on the cathedral when I was a little boy.
What?
I used to stare at the faces of the stone angels for hours. I promised myself that one day I'd marry one. So fragile and beautiful.
If a man calls you fragile and beautiful,
and now I'm lost.
Run. I'm not kidding.
Any real girl. I'm a prisoner of the night. I'm a monster.
God, you're so dramatic, dude. Go back to Hot Topic. Like, honestly, I think she needs to sleep on this decision. This is not a type of decision that should be made within 5 minutes. Especially when you just went through a traumatic incident. Like, girl, this is not a good ending.
You're not a monster, Stefan. You stayed to help us, to help Margaret.
You're not a monster, Stefan. You're just a dweeb
Stefan.
In a denim jacket.
Be with you. Always.
Oh, sweet Elena, you little fool. Her hair is incredible, though. The end. Another certified banger. I love this game. Yes, the plot is a mess. You could even say the plot sucks, and that's a vampire pun. But it's just too entertaining that I can ignore that, you know? Okay, I have one question. What the f was Damon doing in this story? He contributed nothing to the story. Why was he here? He wasn't even, like, helping Mikhail or anything. He was just kind of there. He just showed up to teach biology. That's Damon's dramatic, vampiric life. Teaching biology to teenagers in a small town.
Bye.